let's stop and think about this. We were attacked on a boat by Yagamoth. We were attacked in the forest by Yagamoth.
You have been trailed by
now,
Yagamoth the entire way.
And we're traveling with a Yagamoth party member. I wonder if it might be connected.
Yeah, this
And
might
they
lead to
always
the
seem
death
to-
of a different party member tonight,
They
guys.
always seem to try and murder
I
the
was just
same
saying it
one
was connected.
Yagamoth.
I was just saying that they can't necessarily say this is all your fault, because in all reality,
No, that's
in the
what Josh
beginning,
is saying.
you guys welcomed a Yagamoth to your party. So,
There is one other thing here.
Welcome to
They always
Scratch.
come in, they attack her, and then they don't focus on her after a while. Or you kill them before they
At
can
all.
do anything.
They don't
Yeah.
focus on...
So
like,
in this case, they came in, they made it look like they were attacking her, and then all of a sudden they totally changed and shifted focus.
On Credence.
Like, those kinds of things could really make a party be like,
Not really.
Like, I could start being
we
real
might-
suspicious
The
of
actual
of a party
Yagamoth
But
member.
I
went
also-
after Credence.
But-
They don't even make it really look good anymore. They're just like, almost gotcha.
You might not know about the
excuse
book.
me, they did actually knock me down though. And
Yeah,
Vince came and got
they
saved
did.
me,
They did.
so-
With a non-lethal poison.
This is
No,
also
it
true.
knocked me. The poison was what knocked me down.
Yeah, it did, but it didn't kill you. It was
That's
just
true.
to knock you out.
But it's the same with his.
I'm listening
Yeah.
if you're interested.
I'm also not
Even if you
down
don't
at
know
the
the
moment.
book,
But-
you
but
know,
what- say-
all the
say-
evidence
say
kind of
poison.
points towards one
Well, I
place.
don't know this. I'm just saying that, like...
Also, I realize
I am
what
on the
annoyed
ground right in front of you.
we want to make this look good, so we'll tase this one guy and shoot everyone else.
Alan's like, hey guys, I can hear you.
No.
Well, it sucks to be you, Alan.
Yeah, if you notice the last
I
stream.
can-
Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures, where a bunch of my nerdy friends and me get together and we play D&D. My name is Matthew Hemby. For those who might be first to come in here, we are playing in D&D 5th edition. Last time we left off... Apparently, we have people following in office. Okay.
Professional.
Does that beer count?
All right. So, last time we left off, we were down in the Fireforge. So, just a really fast recap. These guys have been going to help a Taejungi or a dwarf in my world. Oh yeah, sorry, just to say, there's a lot of homebrew here. The race names and things will be a little bit different. And as far as stats and stuff go, don't pay too much attention because it's tweaked and stuff just to make things a little bit more interesting.
I'm sorry, the restream bot is now working, which wasn't last time, so yay.
Yay!
It means anybody who's in the Mixer chat, it automatically puts it in the Twitch chat, so the two chats can.
Hey, you guys can talk to each other.
Woo!
Become friends.
I don't know if you want to, but you can.
Just chat with each other.
Yeah. It wasn't working last time, it's working now, so I'm kind of happy. So I'm like, yay.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, they are helping a Taejungi or a dwarf named Credence to create a weapon. He wants to bathe a blade in the fires of these ancient elemental forges that were created a long, long time ago in order to make one of the greatest weapons on Earth to basically maintain peace. These guys have almost all of them have been contracted, and a couple of them have just followed out of interest. Since then, we've had some fun things going on, especially with the dark elf that we have. In my world, you're referenced as a Yagamoth, played by Mackenzie over here. She seems to have been a target of quite a lot of hate from her people because she's
Apparently by group.
yeah, and her group, because she keeps bringing all the horrible things to them. At this point, though, they were in the forge. They finally found this place that had been lost for a long time. They were able to work this metal called Star Mithril, which is only workable in extreme temperature. Down here in the Fireforge, Credence was able to get the blade made and began the process of what he was trying to do. Extremely exhausted after a week of work on it, he went to rest, and at that point they got attacked. Not long after Mackenzie had said some things to her people. They got attacked, and they are currently now fighting here. Back here where no one else knows what's going on, Credence has also been taken. We have a lone elf standing off against 3 other assassins in the room. The other 3 had disappeared with Credence. But luckily, a blade, the blade that he was working on, did not go with him. It is in the room, still extremely hot, off the forge and waiting to cool entirely. We've just got the battle set back up because we finished off... You okay? I'm gonna die!
We got lots of things going on.
Yes, we do. All right,
I
so...
am not. I just ate pizza, that's all it is.
Yeah. We left off at last time in the middle of the fight. We were really getting close, but we still have a dragon to fight. So, let's pick back up.
Good luck.
We're just gonna start at the top of the turn because I think that's where we had left off. Shalia.
Well, there's a dragon in the air.
There's a dragon in the air. He's actually a bit higher than what this one might depict, but not much.
Yeah.
About 10 feet more.
Is he looking aggressive? What's he doing?
Last time we noticed,
He looks really aggressive.
Last time we checked, he had the expression on his face that he would like to make this a home, which was a problem.
Considering I'm still reading his mind, just a curiosity.
Are you
As
still
far
within
as-
range to read his mind?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Let me see.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, plus 20, 30 feet up.
No, so I'm not in range anymore?
30 times 30, well, 30 squared. So
Let's see. My range is 30 feet, so apparently not. Never mind.
okay. So, you were just out of reach. But what you did catch before he took off flight, I mean, he's just like, I want this place. You could feel all of the like the wheels turning of like, this is the kind of place I would live in. It's hot. It's full of fun things to amass and create my stash. Because sorry guys, I know that we've got a gold dragon here.
They can't see.
Our friend. Oh yeah, sorry. Anyways,
No map
our
cam
friend.
yet. We're working on it.
Yeah, our friend David brought in a gold dragon. It's actually a red dragon in the story. It's just what we have to depict what we got. Anyways, you can't see it anyway, so no worries. All right, so yeah, you've
Well,
got that
I'm
dragon
currently
who's
kind
been
of
thinking those things. You can
I
see.
can see the dragon, I'm sure. Kind
Up
of.
overhead, you can probably see the wings flapping and stuff because these are really tall. They're, I mean, for those who, since you can't see the map, they are in this forge. There are 6 large cauldrons of,
Lava, basically.
yeah, they're basically molten metal and such that are there to, you know, make what you need to make. And then you have the main forge and an anvil that are in the center, kind of set up on a different like on a dais here, and then up higher on different platforms. Then there's stairs that lead up into different rooms that lead further back into the forge, where it's more like research and further development that existed in this place.
Well, I'm not much use against a dragon. I'm not a fighter.
No, it's like your range, which is like the best thing.
Which then I
against a
can't
dragon.
hit anything with my bow.
Well,
So
congratulations. It's you with your bow, Key with his thrown weapons, you with whatever spells you can do at long range, and me with 2 guns I have a +0 to shoot with.
Yep.
So,
Range.
congratulations. You're the best range we have.
Yay! Well, let's not forget
And
my,
mittens.
my magic.
I'm probably gonna try to
I'm
shift
not
to a
there.
position where I can see, but still like duck and hide behind something.
Actually.
Okay. So
I also just had Key talk to my mind last.
you've got
Okay.
like
British accent.
Hello, so there's people after you.
you've got about here
Okay,
to get around, and like you can still kind of hide over here behind this
that
thing.
works. I'm not
Um,
gonna quite attack anything
so I can
yet.
see you
I'm
probably
just
here
gonna
so that you can
probably
duck back.
Yeah.
Bonus action hide.
Bonus action hide.
okay, so your range on your bow, is it a short bow or a long
It
bow?
is a short bow.
Short bow, you've got really close. So there's 65 here, and then it's up a little ways.
Yeah.
What's the range? What's the range on the
I
bow?
think he's looking it up.
Your short range on it is 60, right?
I think so.
And then your max range is
I
like
think it's 80.
80.
Short bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 80 through 20.
Oh, great. So you're actually right about there. Sorry, guys.
Because I wrote it down on here. But
Yeah, so you're right at range. You should be okay to shoot at it without having a problem. So go for it.
I don't know if I want to shoot it though,
It's up to you.
because we might be able to talk our way out of not fighting a dragon.
Yeah, right.
Can you speak Draconic?
Huh?
Can you speak Draconic?
Nope.
I just need to be within 30 feet of it.
Fine, I just need to be within 30 feet of it too, but that's for a different thing.
I can speak Draconic.
I can technically speak.
Yeah.
I can technically speak
So-
any language now.
Do we need to... Because dragons, they have like a fear aura or something, right?
It kind of depends on how big the dragon is, but yes, there is a little bit of a fear aura. Well, there's some fear here to deal with this thing. So wisdom saves would be a thing.
Good thing I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna hold my action and just kind of see what the rest of the party's gonna do.
Okay. Ferial, you're up.
Alright, so how high off the ground is it?
It is 30 feet off the ground.
30 feet off the ground. So if I wanted to read thoughts, it'd have to be right underneath it.
Yeah.
Not very smart.
Well, welcome to what I'm doing.
That'd be such a dumb idea.
There are no...
This-
Well,
This
that's not...
seems to be the day for dumb ideas.
Well, if there's any time for a Hail Mary, now is about the
It just
I have a
started.
feeling I know what you're doing.
What?
Go for it.
Alright, I'm
cast
gonna die, guys. Alright, so I'm going to move directly underneath it.
And you're going to do this?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
on top of the dragon.
So for our listeners who can't see what's happening,
So yes, I face step up onto the back of the dragon.
So you just run, and then you poof up into your little in your misty smoke.
Didn't it have a saddle?
What?
There was another dragon.
There was a guy on it, but he wasn't on a saddle.
No, it wasn't on a saddle. Bareback.
It's just you land up on top of the dragon. You're like, oh, what did I just do?
For someone who doesn't like
What
to be
season are you in
involved.
right now?
Either in
what?
summer
What
or in
season are
fall.
Right now, I am summer.
Okay.
So-
does
I
can do fire.
I could do
You
fire.
can do fire against
You
a
can't
red
do fire. You
dragon.
can make flames go out. You can't do fire damage to a
Congratulations,
red
you have now healed.
No.
dragon.
Yes.
But it might think you're a part of its kind.
No.
I'm just giving you a nice massage.
Warming your scales.
So
Right.
so I am now that I am on its back. I'm going to try to sort of probe deeper with the mind reading.
Okay, so it knows you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm like, how did you come to be here? And like ask it that.
Are you allowed to throw your own thoughts into it, or is it just
No,
reading?
but I can just speak it.
Oh yeah, you can speak up.
Yeah,
loud.
and like that sort of guides people's thoughts typically. Because,
How did you come to be here?
I
yeah,
can understand you.
it's a dragon. They can understand a lot of things,
Depending on the dragon.
depending on the dragon.
This
But
one was raised up in a very sophisticated neighborhood and only learned Draconic.
That would be her.
Well, I'm sorry we were able to send our dragon to Harvard.
don't speak to me in that peasant tongue.
Come on.
Turns around.
That's a high school graduate. That is not a college kid.
Oh my gosh, guys! All right, so
Shutting him down.
you say this, and it just like it knows you're digging into its head, and it just turns on you. Just
So,
Um,
also there is a wisdom save involved. With
there is a
probing.
wisdom save involved with probing. I figured there would be. What's the save? Or what's
14.
14? Okay.
Sorry.
I missed the funny.
I'm probing the dragon.
No, it's not actually that. Say made a joke and I'm dying. Because I made the joke about like he's only a high school graduate. Tay was like, well, if he graduated from college, he'd be able to speak Elven. And in my head, all I can think of is some posh person going, well, my dragon has a PhD.
Oh my gosh, guys! Come on.
Hiccup's getting competitive now.
Well, just to let you know, as you delve into it, you are not able to really dig very deep because,
Okay.
he basically just blocks you out.
Okay.
I rolled pretty high.
Okay. So yeah, that would just.
You
I'd
do
still
catch-
get surface level thoughts.
Yeah, you
but-
do catch at the edge of things, just kind of. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
Like he's trying, like what you gather out of it. He's not really sure why he's here exactly. There was something going on, and then he kind of woke up by what you can gather.
Okay.
You don't know more than the fact that he just really wants this place, and he really wants you off his back. Yeah. So,
You're just dragging him down, man.
Connor, do you remember what happened the last time someone who wasn't a paladin got on the back of a dragon?
No, what?
Flipped over and crushed them onto an obelisk.
well, this one also did the thing to the guy. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
And he wasn't a paladin, so technically speaking, that still holds true.
so the dragon turns and looks and just it twists as hard as it can midair. I need
Okay.
you to make me a dex or a strength, depending on what you want to try to do here.
Dex
Dex.
it is.
Well, it's an I guess. Yeah, athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. So not a dex save.
Not a save, athletics or an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics it is.
As the dragon's twisting, you're just running.
Come on, baby. 14.
14.
Yeah.
You're just like, "Huh!" and you're moving, and all of a sudden the wind just whap gets you, just catches a hold of your side, and you go falling.
Okay.
So show me what it's like to be the last man standing. Because I'm falling.
No, I thought the last one, so I mean, it kind of looks a bit like Tim Allen.
You take 16 falling damage
It's a beautiful man.
as
How
you
much
hit the
health do you
ground.
have left now?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 23.
All right,
2.
you are down on the ground. The dragon is looking pretty pissed.
Uh-huh.
Wait till it gets to my turn.
He is not yet. Well, he's going to fly this way, but turn on you guys.
Oh, good. His back's towards me.
Oh, good. He's not coming for me.
Oh no.
Okay,
I don't think you can handle 3 drows. That's what I handed
Yours just on the ground, just like.
Key's turn. You're ready.
Oh goody. I'm gonna go.
And then Kalen's up on deck.
I'm gonna go up next to Shulia. How far away am I from the dragon?
10, 15, 20, 25. So 30 plus.
3.
Yeah.
Isn't that also a raised platform they're sitting on, or is that a lower platform?
It's true. This is no. Yeah. This part's lower. This part's lower.
Wait, so how did they get from upstairs to
Yeah,
downstairs?
we were like up above.
Oh, that's true. You guys would have to be up. You'd have to be up
Yeah, because
here.
we went up the stairs. and
You
up
can't
the
be
stairs
down
and
here.
around.
So yeah, if you jumped down, technically you could, but yeah. And you'd probably be here, and she'd be here, so she has line of sight on him to shoot, just in case.
I might not be shooting.
I also want to get line of sight. That's why I was going up next to her.
Okay, so you're wanting to get a line of sight as well.
I guess.
You can technically no, you can't be in the same space as
No,
a
I
person. You're not that small.
No.
All right, so you're there. You got line of sight on them. You should be able to attack if you want to. Yeah.
Am I within 40 feet?
From that far, probably not.
Well, you guys are up higher.
Yeah.
This is 25 feet, so there's only a 5-foot rise. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 plus 5. So, I mean, you're not...
Did they find one of the rims of the cauldron?
I don't know if I want to.
Would you like to put yourself in that situation?
Slip, and there goes Key.
Bump, there goes Julia.
Alright,
But
well,
there's
We
dinner.
really only care
There's
about
no greater
the
restoration bringing you back if you fall in that thing, guys. I'm
But there's
saying.
dinner.
Is anybody else watching?
Kentucky Fried Kenku.
Is anybody looking in my direction? No.
Currently, no.
Shalia.
I'm
I
gonna,
already know he's
the
got
2
it.
daggers I already have. I'm gonna put them away. I'm gonna do pull the Eldritch daggers out again. Do 2 Eldritch blasts.
Ooh, okay. Roll your Eldritch Blast attack.
Why are we
Yeah.
attacking the dragon?
Because why?
Because it has a range of 120. It does technically more damage, but I have less chance of hit, so I use them for the longer ranges. And that's a natural 20 and a natural 1.
Great and horrible. Feast and famine. All right, so, yeah, roll your natural 20, and
I would say, would you say it is surprised? But it doesn't work. I didn't get advantage on the roll. So
holy
there's
Hannah.
nobody. I didn't get advantage on the roll, and there's nobody within 5 feet of it, so I don't get my sneak attack.
Okay.
Well, unless you want to give me advantage because I'm attacking from behind.
Or did you get something else?
The Eldritch Blast is a D10.
So, Matt just had a strange reaction.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what it's about.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a good thing no matter what happens, really.
No.
It's never a good thing when
Oh, I
we get
forgot
that
to
reaction.
draft.
Oh, look, we're all clumped up in perfect breath attack range. What do you know?
We just did an eyebrow raise. We're screwed.
To be fair, it's not the dragon's turn anymore.
No, it's not.
That
Then
doesn't
again,
mean
I was about to say it's never stopped you before.
Hey, look. It's got...
Okay, legendary actions. This is not that level of dragon.
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage?
I rolled a 2 and a 1, and there's no modifier till just blast up.
So you just kind of like... You let him go, and you just, like, the power that comes out of these attacks
Not used to it.
is still a little bit new to you. I mean,
That's a-
really, literally, like, within hours ago, you got this, you know,
Yeah.
so... You let it go, and the beam just kind of blasts against his skin. It doesn't seem to do a ton,
I'm going to say.
but the other one just wreaks havoc. Wreaks havoc on the cauldron. No! And this like gets hit, cracks the sucker,
Well, at least no
and
one
you
was
now
watching
have
Shalia.
lava, basically, like molten metal.
Wait, but luckily that's on a
Pouring.
downward slope, so
Yeah.
Because that's on a lower platform than what we're standing on.
Yes, but it's not by much. It's only a little bit.
True, but that means it has
Like
to go
a
all the way
single
down.
It does
before.
need to go down. It does need to. Well, yes, it
Well,
does need to. Well, that's
molten
the
metal
problem.
will
Molten
pile
metal
up.
is actually really. Yeah, it'll pile on top of
Viscous.
itself because it's so
Yeah,
viscous.
Yes,
It doesn't. It's not like water.
Hey, look, it's like evil molasses.
So now we're fighting
Very good
Quelaag.
description.
Like,
Well, actually, I guess
No,
it won't,
yeah,
it won't go
on that
here
one. That one
because this is too high. Sorry, guys. Sorry,
That one
guys.
is a raised platform.
Yeah,
there.
this is too high. But it is now going to be out here.
now we're fighting Quelaag in her domain. Except for this time, she can fly.
I don't know the reference. I'm
Dark
sorry.
Souls.
Oh, okay.
Bobby, if you're watching,
That's for you. It is
or anyone who's
empty.
ever played Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure there's a large chance.
The
except for anyone
next
in this
next
room,
turn, this is going to be a lot.
except for
This is
Ted.
going to be a lot
He's on
more
Blink too.
as this begins to
Gross.
pour and empty.
I'm just gonna look at you
What
and just
the
go.
hell did you just do?
I don't know how to use this stuff, so.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Caleb, you're up, bud.
All right. So
you're
can,
You are facing down 3 assassins.
can I get a where they're positioned? Kind of
Yeah,
thing?
sure. I will
One in
get.
front
I
of
will
the
get you some
doorway.
positioning here.
He wants to see his death coming.
Or you could thunderstep to us, you know.
That's the plan, but I gotta take the sword with me, and that means losing a hand.
To be fair, if you can't pick it up, maybe they can't pick it up.
Yeah, but they might be able to just teleport.
To be fair, they're
So
NPCs.
just for purposes of this, I'm gonna just treat this as the room, okay?
Okay.
I mean, they did just steal Credence, who is, like, basically Dwarf Thor, so...
Well, yeah, asleep and exhausted Thor.
Dwarf
Dwarf.
Thor.
Call him Tiny Thor.
Tiny Thor.
Ain't that tiny.
Mini Thor. No,
Oh
bad
yeah,
pun.
this situation is Thor boating.
That was really bad. Oh man.
Man, I really can't afford to lose this.
I can't afford to lose. You guys are horrible.
No, we are unbearable.
You're
All
unbearable.
these jokes are just very low key.
Oh!
All right, I'm going home, guys. We're done.
I'm sorry, Matt. Are we a thorn in your side? I meant Thor in your side, but I didn't quite get it out right.
Okay, let's just die in peace now.
All right, so you've got these guys. Actually, I said that one was here at the door.
Wait, but it's
Yeah,
not
these
low
guys
key
here.
because you're high.
All right, here we go.
So it would be high.
So-
key.
Okay.
You got one that's actually at the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Here
gonna
and here.
explain that.
That's a shame. Could have sworn
That's a
there was
good
two
one.
next to each other.
Low key.
Yeah, I know.
Got him.
And you got a
Yeah, I know.
blade.
I was making a joke of the fact your name's Key,
Wow.
and you are now located on a high platform. So instead of being low key, you
You
would
got
be
the blade
high
right
key.
there
I was making a joke also.
on the bed.
All right.
I like the horror movies and mythology.
I do have my blade song active.
Could you possibly grab the sword and something and then go?
He'll lose a hand if he does it, or some.
It's
I've
really,
got-
really, really hot.
Yeah.
It's
I've
still
got check magic
at
rules. I
least
can't
somewhere in the
cast
range of like 1500 degrees.
Super rapid.
Do you have, like, Ray of Frost or anything?
No.
I'm
Dust.
pretty sure you do it. No. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh yes!
These are assassins. They have high.
But it's not his dex, it's
high
his strength.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not a constant. All right. I'm going to take a step back diagonally.
To the edge of the room.
So hopefully I can catch the sword in this gust and maybe cool it off.
You blow the sword out the door and it just goes flying off into the
And
abyss.
stabs the dragon.
It lands back in the molten metal. Just. It's like
The sword.
To be fair, he doesn't care. He didn't try to reforge anything with the magic metal he had from his hammer that was lost.
Okay. Actually, I'm not gonna do that step back. That
Are you gonna do it here?
sure. And
Okay.
I am going to cast Gust of Wind,
Okay.
and
It's 10 feet.
10 feet wide, 60 feet long.
Sorry.
Okay.
So if we ever made like a hot air balloon, could we just have you like stand at one side and then just
I can totally steer it.
And it would keep going because it's out of concentration. It just sits there.
can you
But-
eat it that?
I think I forgot to add in the.
It's alright. If we absolutely need to, we'll
Okay.
just have Bjorn stand there with what's that thing called? Crate flame.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
What?
Roger Flame.
It's like a freaking straight line at that hole.
I don't.
I didn't
I don't know about you guys, but I think he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone.
All right, Abe.
Really?
Okay, do it, Caleb.
Alright, so everyone in that line needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
My DC is currently 14.
14. Okay.
Pass, and pass.
No.
So they
Duration
are.
is 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. They are pushed back 15 feet.
All
Or
right.
against the wall. Or out the door.
So, push back 15. This guy holds.
Okay. But it is now twice the movement to get to me.
His cheeks are going.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I have a question. From my vantage point, I know the cauldrons are probably pretty high. Can I see like the entrance to that room or the entrance to the stairs or whatever?
Did she just see a Yagimoto
So these
statue
cauldrons
flying?
actually do go above you guys, so
Okay,
you
so I
wouldn't
won't
be able to see a good straight
anything.
line.
We're looking between the two to that
Yeah.
dragon.
Okay.
Now, I have to check something really quick.
The sword goes flying.
Oh, please.
Oh my gosh! Okay. As you do this, you just you twist, and there goes the gust of wind. It just picks up. You watch the blade right into the hole.
Now we have half of a greatsword.
So wait. Did it just completely miss the Agamoth standing in front of it?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
That's what the dice roll was.
I just wanted to see that blade just
Wait,
go.
hold on. I thought I canceled that move, so that wouldn't happen.
I thought you wanted to blow the blade, and that's why you moved. I said, do you want to move here?
I thought about it, and then I was like,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm not
Well,
going
then
to
screw
move.
that. I apologize. There's not a straight line.
Okay.
Aww.
I don't have a problem with the fact that blade went into there. I just think it's funny.
I mean, I'd rather not risk it just vanishing.
Like every other
I'd
metal
like
item
to
you've ever
see it vanish, but okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I would rather have it nearby, and
Okay.
Well,
Within easy.
If that's the case, I need to redo this. I apologize.
yes.
Can't be destroyed, lost, or taken from you.
Well, I haven't bonded to it.
Well,
I tried to.
Destroyed, lost, or taken.
you know, you guys would know a little bit of the properties of Star Mithril. At least you've probably heard myths and legends. It's kind of like us hearing about Excalibur. Star Mithril is pretty much a material that most people didn't even think existed for the most part. But
But that all changed. Is it a 10-foot diameter or radius?
10-foot diameter, 60-foot long.
Okay.
yeah, so it's gonna hit like this. It's kind of sucky. I mean, so you can have like that. It's basically just going that way. Yeah, so it's not gonna hit the blade then. This guy still makes the save. This guy does not. He's pushed back 15 feet downstairs.
Does he make the deck save to stick the landing on the stairs, or does he fall down the stairs?
No, he makes a good. He's fine on his decks.
can the dragon see the ground? Or they're Yakima.
He's not looking at them currently.
He's preoccupied.
Can Mittens see the Yakima?
I'm pretty sure she's
Mittens.
preoccupied also.
Mittens could if she was facing that way, but yes. It is now
I mean,
these guys'
it's
turn.
Ragged.
Does Mitten have to worry about hairballs?
Probably.
That is a question for.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead.
I think we probably would.
It's a few of the questions like, does Mittens do hairball? How does Key drink? You know, it's just those things that will never be
So if
answered.
the guy
He
walks,
drinks like
so the guy that starts his turn
You never know, you
in
never
the
seen it.
wind tunnel also
It's
has to
just-
make that same
Gone.
save.
Again.
Yeah.
I just like the.
It's okay.
Wouldn't you like to know? It's like I think we'd all know if like regularly one of our party members is like.
So he picks himself up, and you watch him just pop over here.
Okay.
The answer, no, it's not okay.
Right, now it's time to hop into your own wind tunnel and just go.
That's not a thing I can do. I'm the origin.
Oh, dang it.
Just turn around, Ben.
Just blow him into a wall. Just giant hair dryers.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I can freely change what way it's pointing from me.
Gotcha.
Now, here's the question.
Okay.
If you're blowing it into a wall, will that force push you backwards?
35 points of damage.
I hit you with one of them. Are you using your reaction to up your AC?
I think I'm going to need my reaction in case I need counter spells. So no.
If they're assassins, they're gonna get assassinated.
Did all three
No.
attempt to swing at him?
Yes.
That means all three have used their action already.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure. I will. I will shield.
Phrasing.
They use their action, but not reaction. So if
Yeah.
it moves, they still all three of them still get attacked by
Uh, they all also still have their bonus action as well.
Yeah.
I will shield, bumping my AC to 24.
Okay. Up to 24. I barely hit you. Because I had. Yeah, I barely hit you. So I was.
He
I,
just barely hit you with a 24. Just
no.
just close enough.
So add an 18 on the die plus 6. So I just barely hit you. But everyone else really failed. I didn't crit fail, but they didn't roll well. Anyways, so I gotta do damage for him.
I still think it's crazy that at level 5 things can hit a 24 AC.
Yes. Well, they're not level 5. You're level 5.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that a level 5 person is being put against 3 people who are high enough to hit. Sorry, I was rephrasing that.
Ha ha. Alright, yeah. So, you guys get like +5 at level 1, for heaven's sakes. Come on. Like, that's not that big a deal. Alright, so.
+5 at level 1.
Normally at level 1 you get a +5 to attack.
No. If you max it to 20, you get a +5 on
No,
strength.
no.
attack.
+5 to attack because you get your proficiency bonus plus your +3 or +2. So you normally have a +5 or a +3, a +5 or a +4 to hit.
That's true.
Yeah.
I had a +4.
I had a +4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, that's really not that far off.
Yeah.
It's 1 additional point. He has like +11 to hit.
+7.
Yeah.
My daggers
Oh, +7 currently.
Yeah,
That's
+7 with
Fernando
my
you're
daggers
thinking of.
plus
Yeah,
plus
Fernando's got broken, stupid weapons that are going to have things happen. So he's got changes. Yeah, no, it won't happen right
But
now.
he's listening.
No, here we've talked about stuff.
Sorry.
He already knows kind of like stuff with that. That's not a worry. But yeah, they come at costs. Powerful things come at costs. That's all. Anyways, the one does strike at you, and it just stabs in hard with the longsword in hand. You do take the damage from it. It's only 9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. It is now your go. The others attempted to, but were not able to fight you. You were able to fend them off.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine with that bound blade being able to just defend them.
Mm-hmm. Just deflecting all their blows and
Yeah. It is now Mitten's turn. What are you humming?
Oh, sorry. The way you said that, I thought you said it was his turn.
Yeah.
was
Sorry,
like,
I
wait, what?
apologize. Sorry. It's Mitten's turn.
Am I 60 feet from both the downed people?
Well, only one of them's down. The other one is just prone.
You
not down?
should be.
No.
Yeah, I'm at 4 hit points. It's just I am unconscious.
Well, the bard is just prone. He's
He
not
fell off of a
unconscious.
dragon.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
Hmm?
55, 60. So you're
Oh,
actually
it's jumping
just
up.
not.
He's not.
He's not down. He's not down. He's
I'm
just
gonna go
prone.
over to,
You are
Norman.
within range. You are within range of Bjorn.
I'm gonna go over to him. And
You're gonna
do,
move to him.
Cure wounds.
So you're technically like here. You could touch both of them. So.
You
do
dash,
cure wounds? She-
I can do my.
She can
The bonus
double
action,
move and then just not move the next turn. Cats are cool.
Does she even need to? Isn't she right there?
That was 60 feet of movement though.
Oh, she was way back there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Besides, I want to get away from that.
Well, it's closing
Yeah,
towards us, so.
Yeah, she's like probably.
I was right there.
Yeah, her hackles were probably up watching that stuff coming towards her. Anyways, so yeah, you're there.
And I need to get them up and away from it also. So, I do cure wounds on Bjorn. That's right. And add a second level spell
So
slot.
he's paralyzed. He's not down because of HP.
He's unconscious.
Yes, I'm unconscious. I'm at full hit points.
He got hit by a drow arrow.
He just needs to be
Paralyzed
He
him.
just needs to be woken
Oh,
up,
so
basically.
he
Yeah.
needs lesser restoration.
Or just
Or a smack in the face.
Basically, yeah. I'm actually looking
Lesser
up the
restoration.
unconscious thing right now.
If you wanna
see
do that.
It says anything.
He got the same thing as Shalia,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
then lesser restoration.
That'll work. Okay, you use lesser restoration on him, and he just like you can feel like the cooling sensation from the burning of that poison in you. It kind of goes away now from this spell, as you just see like the faint light start to fade away after the spell's done. You can hear Ferial behind you writhing from the fall.
I'm just lying on the ground. They're like, I'm just going to stay here and contemplate my life choices.
Just wait for the magma to reach me.
just let me die here. All right,
Do you
pure.
need healing?
I could use a little.
He could use some healing. Yeah, he took quite
From
a
a
bit.
scale of 23, he's at 7.
Yeah, he could take some heals.
Okay. So, I heal you for 6 as a bonus.
Sweet, thank you.
This dragon is 30 feet in the air,
Uh huh.
and I have no teleport spells.
Nope.
It'd be really nice if I could get, like, on his back.
Right. That'd be great.
Yeah. Since I can't, though, I will at least stand up here.
Okay.
Turn
And
into
I'll
anything
fire
that can
a-
jump really
No, I can't fly yet.
But that could jump really high.
30 feet?
Turn into a flea.
Ah.
Jump
I turn
up.
into a human-sized flea.
Spiders can jump really far.
That's
Jumping
basically
spider.
what a
Just
druid is.
saying.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, they are. They are more.
Turns into a flea. Jumps up. Turns into a bear at the top of the jump.
So what I'm going to be doing is actually just casting Ice Knife at him.
All right, ice knife.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit. Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Is there a save to do if you do hit?
Yes.
I think there's something with that.
I think it's the same no matter what. You either get hit by the knife or the explosion afterwards.
No. I hit. That is automatically confirmed if I hit.
Right.
If I miss, they get a save against the... Well, whether or not I hit or miss, they get a save against the blast area. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 on this guy. No, it does not hit.
We're not expecting it. DC is 14. Dex save.
Okay, I made the roll, so
Okay.
roll your damage.
What you should do is turn into a disease.
Don't think
And,
so.
All right, Merlin.
Is
First, you break it and
2 or 6. 8 points of damage.
8 points. All right, so
Of cold damage.
of cold damage
specifically.
specifically, yeah. All right,
Which
you actually see it just like as you toss this, just you watch this ice knife go flying, and it doesn't hit. It looks like it kind of glances, but just explodes right by his face. You watch him just. You can see little bits and shards kind of stuck up around his eyes, and
in the
he's
eyes.
like, he didn't like that one at all. He definitely didn't like
To be fair,
that.
it's like Superman being shot by a bullet.
This is like Superman getting shot by a kryptonite bullet.
Kinda, yeah.
It's
Nero.
Fire
Dragon
Dragon, ice
getting hit
damage.
by ice.
Your turn.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna move that direction 30 feet. Let's stay away from the lava, preferably.
Okay.
So, like, kind of backing up, but going left.
Here.
Sweet! Let's see how this happens. I'm on rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. Okay, let's see. That's not gonna be great, really. Matt, what is your definition of a 1?
Oh, 1.
Yeah, on a D100.
Oh, on a D100?
0-1.
Yes, it's a 0-1, correct?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Those are both 10s.
Okay, so that was a 100, not a 1, which means my gun doesn't misfire.
You fired perfectly.
Yes.
Awesome.
Too bad, I'm pretty sure both of these missed, but, you know. So, 14 and a 16.
14 and a 16. Huh.
It's like I have a +0 dex.
So yeah, she fires off the guns.
You're really bad.
Um,
Do the secret ones? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I
yeah.
did the secret ones. I'm at disadvantage because of range. That is the only reason I didn't roll with disadvantage on each shot.
Yeah. So yeah, he just doesn't have the So you fire, and the bullets just seem to glance. You're like, gosh dang it! It just didn't do what you were hoping for it to. But yeah, dragons are tough, man.
Yeah, it would be great if I could use the explosive bullets, except for the fact that it would be a disadvantage with a +0. Yeah, my freaking...
Not disadvantage.
No, it would be disadvantage. My guns have a range of 30 and then 60 long range.
Oh yeah,
It would
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah, yeah,
disadvantage.
yeah. That would be
My
something.
daggers have
All right,
damage
Shalia,
worse than
you're up to go.
Surveying our scene, do I notice that our party's missing a certain person?
If you were around when they took him, like when Caleb and them took him off, you have an idea where he probably is. He just hasn't shown up.
Which,
So you could either assume that he's defending him, like keeping him safe, or they've run off somewhere to go further in to really get away.
so in my brain right now, I feel like the dragon's a big threat.
No.
So I'd
really?
probably try to go wake up Credence, because I don't know Credence is gone yet. And
Okay.
Credence, as far as we've been able to tell, is our secret weapon. So
yeah,
I'm
but his
going
hammer's
to-
all gone.
Yes, but another hand in a fight might be helpful.
I mean, he
Yes.
did kind of barehanded
So
stop
I'm
a
going to
Minotaur.
He just
use
goes
all of
to
my
his-
movement plus my
bonus action dash.
bonus action dash.
Holy crap, that's a lot of distance.
Yeah.
Okay. You were running across. You can, at this distance, you see like things rushing out the door. You're like, what? Okay, there's something going on.
Back there.
Yeah, there's wind blasting out the door. There's something going on. It is now Fidial's turn, unless you're doing something. You have anything you
I would
can
like
do?
to actually speak in Yagamoth, because I'm assuming since we were just facing Yagamoth, that might be what's going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
And can they
And
hear you
say,
over the wind tunnel?
say that they lost control of the dragon,
Okay.
and see what that might do to.
You don't see any reaction.
I also agree with Tay. Can they hear her over the windstorm? Or the wind thing?
They may not be able to. I'm just
I'm
saying.
not
She
sure
says what
about
she does, and she sees no reaction. Fidial, you're up.
Okay, so I'm prone right now.
Yes.
I don't have the movement to get within 30 feet of this thing, do I?
That's half.
Yeah.
Plus 1, 2, 3.
So no. No. Alright, well, I will move...
If you do your thingy again and
I can only do it once per
short rest.
yeah. Yeah.
And you can't bring anyone else with you, right?
Not unless I'm spring.
Okay. That'd be really nice.
Actually, I can't bring someone
That'd
with
be
me.
really, really
I
nice.
can't bring someone with me, but I can send someone instead of me.
Ooh.
Oh, so you can take his place.
So you're just be like, have fun.
Too bad they probably have to be
Does
a
it have to
willing
be willing?
creature.
What?
Does spring?
It has to be a willing creature?
Willing.
You can touch one willing creature within
Yeah.
5 feet of you.
Do you want to go on a trip? What? You You said yes.
Alright, so I'm just going to get up and I'm going to move closer to the dragon.
Okay.
And I am going to... I guess I'll do Vicious Mockery. I don't have any insult thought up this time. Sorry, guys. I
Your
feel like
mother
I'm...
was a salamander.
I feel like I'm
Also,
like...
On the whole guns thing, I also am not proficient with them. which
Right.
means it's a
Which
straight
is that.
zero.
That's why you get a 0. Yeah.
So that's another Wisdom DC 14.
Yeah, I know. I rolled. You throw your insult, and it doesn't even pay attention.
This is why I need to actually have insults to say, because it always seems to work better when I
When
have...
you do
when
insult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really have anything.
It's okay. All right. That's Yell's turn.
I feel like I'm failing the group, guys.
Join the club.
Yeah, tell me about it.
They moved closer to you.
Okay.
Oh, hey! Perfect.
I bet you can read his thoughts now.
So, when it passed its check, I still get the surface level thoughts, but after that round, it ends the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't.
Oh, okay.
As this happens, you watch it just. It lowers itself down just above you, and just. It lets go.
Fire my laser!
Yeah. So
How
you've
low
got.
would you say it currently is sitting?
It's only about 5 feet above him, so it's right. It's on the level. He could be standing about and have his head at the same level.
Wait,
for
is
this
it
fire.
is it toasting me? Is that what's happening?
It is
Toasting
toasting
everybody.
straight across. So,
Oh,
yeah.
You never get
Yay!
out of the way.
It's like I knew it was gonna happen.
Cone, probably.
Yeah. 20, 30.
On the
You
other
are,
hand, though, this
Shit.
might be good for me.
you are barely out of that range, Bjorn.
Nice.
Like, barely. Whereas Mittens is not.
Like I see the wall of fire in front of me.
Mittens is your shield.
So, yeah, you guys need to make your rolls.
So who specifically?
Fedial and Mittens.
Okay. Dex saving throw.
Yes.
And technically, so is Fernando if he was here.
Yeah.
All right, that's okay.
Alan, notes for you. You took a fire breath to the face. You have lost your second eye, but luckily your first one is immortalized in a freaking sword. So,
You're now completely blind besides the sword.
You're completely blind,
Okay.
but you have true sight.
All right. If you saved, you take if you save, you take half damage. If you didn't, you take 21 fire damage from the breath.
Okay, so does a 17 save?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm still up, guys.
What'd you roll? A little.
Natural 20.
Oh, sweet. Okay, not dead. All right, so and Fernando also saved when I rolled, so you guys were able to handle the fire, not take a ton of damage, but took damage nonetheless. All right, so that's it. That's his turn. It is now Key's turn, and then Caleb, you're up after that.
If I move that way, so I'm straight in line with that, how far away would I be from that?
You would be distance-wise not very far, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
So that's dash, bonus action, dash.
So you have what, 25 feet?
And, I have a speed of 30.
Oh, you have a speed of 30, so you only had to dash.
Oh, yeah,
Which dash is
But you have a bonus action
I was
dash
going to
now,
use my
right?
bonus action dash, so I still have my attack action.
Exactly, right.
So
So now you're
I'm-
at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
It's in my range of my daggers. I probably can't jump that.
Plus he's down just a little bit, but like...
Still probably can't jump that.
If you like to
You said
try. You are 25 feet up. So, I mean, if you were to get a running...
And I still have a few more feet movement in my
And you said he was about 5 feet above
You may
Burial.
not be able to fly, but you do still
Uh-huh.
have wings that might help you.
No, I don't have wings.
He's
That's the
roughly
thing.
around 15 feet.
There's no wings. It's just feathered arms.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Heck, why not? I'm gonna use the rest of my move. I'm gonna run and jump, see if I can get on the dragon.
Really?
That's a long jump.
That's a really okay. Go for
Well,
it.
even if not, I get down.
Okay, make your roll.
Acrobatics.
So you get back to get a running get a running leap at this.
Acrobatics check.
Yes, sir.
Natural 20, natural 20.
Actually, no. This is an athletics check for jumping.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Yep, jumping
athletics
is
check for
athletics.
jumping.
natural 20, natural 20.
Please, because I'd rather use acrobatics than athletics.
Well, of course you would, but that's
Yeah,
not
but
what you're
jumping
doing.
is-
If you jumped on this, flipped off of here, and did some stupid thing, maybe that's more.
Wall run on the cauldron. Wall run on the
Would you
cauldron.
like to run on a cauldron that's probably somewhere in the
Isn't the-
Would I rather
1,000
use a
degree
+7
heat?
than a -1?
But do you want to lose your feet?
I'm just talking. I'm talking about the damage one would take touching the cauldron.
Logistically speaking, aren't the cauldrons taller than?
Yeah, but I could run on the sides.
Yes, he could run on the side of it. He could run along it with his acrobatics. He could try that.
When did we start playing Mirror's Edge?
He could attempt it. I didn't say it will work, but he
Mirror's
can
Edge is a
attempt
free running
it.
game. It's a little exaggerated, but you can do wall runs.
Yeah.
Well, that.
If he rolls a natural 20 dexterity check, I don't have any problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Well, it's 19 acrobatics, 11 athletics.
No, wasn't it that other dice there that you rolled?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, 19 acrobatics.
19 ain't bad for acrobatics.
I have a +7. So
Okay.
I want you, it's a -1 for my strength.
You don't wear shoes, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, we knew one of us was going to.
So you guys watch Key. Well, anyone who can kind of see this, he just you just scrape, and you feel like you are literally running on the surface of the sun almost. It hurts.
Is
And
someone
you
making
just
chicken?
you land on the dragon.
And as soon as I get within that 30 feet...
When that happens,
Oh, okay. I was going to speak to it.
oh you're
As mid-jump, I'm just going to awaken mind, communicate to it. Say, hello, mate! And have my 2 daggers out.
you take 11 burning damage,
Okay.
and every time you step, you are going you're going to be half speed because stepping is way painful.
Well, good thing I'm not stepping on anything at the moment.
For right now,
Right
yes.
now, I have 2 daggers out, and I'm going to...
So you're going to speak to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, hello, mate, let's see if we can talk this out. Because it's awakened mind, it understands.
Right. I know. Completely understood what you just said.
So I'm just grasping on, just, hello, mate. Let's see if we can talk this out.
The dragon's just like, wow, what service? My chicken nuggets never come to me.
I can already smell him cooking.
Because he probably didn't even see me coming. I came from my...
Right, yeah, something landed on his back, and
he
he's just like,
smells
what
chicken.
the holy living crap is
So
talking
Nero
to
had
my
an
head.
Amazing sight
So-
is basically what you're
Something
saying.
is on my back
Nero-
and it smells
Yeah,
delicious.
you probably caught this little bird going onto a dragon.
Stop it! Look at his face. I was delicious. And it must have told its friends because it wasn't a week later that another came from my leg.
All right, Caleb, you're up, man.
Okay.
Speak smoke.
Oh yeah, this is
Um,
a red dragon. I can add
So here we are. We're gonna start the 2-step plan to get out alive without losing any limbs.
He's gonna do the 2-step.
I'm going to cast a floating disc under the sword.
Okay.
So I lifted it up an inch. Yep. And it moves to be within 20 feet of me if I get outside of that range. So if I teleport away, it should be coming after me.
It should chase you.
Yep.
You want to be chased by a burning star mithril sword? All right, your choice.
It doesn't. It comes to me until it's at around 20 feet.
I'm kidding. It's okay.
Physics. I'm just.
He just
We're
wall
good.
run and jumped on a dragon.
Don't talk physics
I
to
know.
me.
I know.
Physics dragons can't fly.
Physics dragons. No kidding. Seriously.
I am then going to turn my wind tunnel on those 3.
Okay, hold on. So, the disc is your action.
Yes.
Moving this is a bonus action.
Free action.
It's a free action.
Yep.
Okay. And so
And,
now it is now pointed. It can't be pointed towards all three of them. It has to be one of these two, or like these two or these two.
I'm gonna take those two.
These two,
No, other two.
other two.
Yeah.
So here, the one good thing you got here is that if you're pointing it that way, you are pointing right into a corner.
Yep.
It is just gonna go. So you technically blasted it on everybody,
Yeah.
including yourself,
Yeah. I'm
and the
hoping I
sword
get-
on a disc.
Yes. I'm hoping I get pushed.
No, he's trying to
What
say
about
that
the
you're
sword?
pushing the sword off of your disc because it's going to blow it back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So
How are we? Like,
you flip this around. I'm gonna
However,
make the
he puts
checks.
it down.
Sword stabs into dragon.
That's what I want.
It goes over the dragon, takes key off
Now what's
the dragon.
what's the DC again?
14.
14. Okay, so that makes one.
Natural ones all the way.
It's just the crit from Borderlands 2. Just keep rolling ones, trying to pick up a gun.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's one of
Okay.
the worst guns in the game.
That's the wind just keeps backfiring.
You turn around. You turn around and flip this. Two of them hold on. This guy just gets pelted into the corner. Fuck. Is there? It doesn't have any rules on that, but
It
it's
has
going
no
to
damage.
take. Yeah, well, it's going to take damage.
I'm assuming force damage.
I just say bludgeoning. 'cause
This
it's
is
from the
bludgeoning
wall.
from the wall.
Yeah, that would make more
He
sense.
takes 8 points of bludgeoning as he's slammed into the wall. The other two are able to hold on, but you hear the sword just whoosh, and it hits the wall and then clatters to the floor off the disc.
Wait, it's hot enough you can't pick it up, but it's not hot enough to like melt into the wall.
It's not like
I mean,
red hot. It's
Even
like-
if
This is a
1500 degrees, a sword isn't a lightsaber.
Can't go through stone.
As much as we wish it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can mold again.
At this point, it's probably cooling off a little bit though, with all the gust of wind all over it. So that is hopefully helping.
Yeah.
Watch, your gust of wind has ruined the temper of the Star Mithril sword. It's
Yeah,
now
exactly.
hecka brittle.
Oh, so bad.
You know what? It can be reforged.
No, it can't. It's Star Mithril.
It runs on adamantium logic.
Okay, it is now these guys' turn. This one, I need to make their check.
For some reason, once you get to a specific temperature, it's not possible to reforge it down
Yeah,
because
Okay.
because it's indestructible.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
in its original state.
Well, I wasted
not
220s on
indestructible.
strength
I know.
checks. So
Cool.
this guy is still pinned. And
Oh, is he just dead
the
now?
table.
No, he's
just
not
had
dead.
Too hard against the wall.
He's got a concussion.
he's just not doing well. We've got him pinned.
He was just plastered against the wall.
Now,
like,
you had no move. You didn't move though, right?
Uh,
Because you couldn't teleport.
yeah, I did not move. Wait,
Okay.
I should have. I could have. Why didn't I?
Because you forgot.
Could you? You could move.
I still have my bonus action. I can still Misty Step.
Yeah.
Don't you also still have your movement?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So
Except the sword's now off of the.
The sword's over here.
wait. Unless I Misty Step before rotating the wind, but it might be too late to do that.
All right, go on.
Okay. We're just gonna say this has happened so far. You can
Okay.
Misty Step and move. Sword is currently on the ground behind the bed, at the head,
At the head of the bed,
at the head of the bed.
was it owned by a man named Fred?
No, it was Credence.
Okay.
Fred may have owned the bed.
And for all we know, he may be dead.
Yeah, he probably is.
All right, fine. I'm gonna Misty Step to the sword.
You're gonna Misty Step to the sword?
No,
Thank you.
no attack of opportunity.
That's true. Okay, you Misty Step to the sword.
Hopefully, I can position myself so the wind is still at them. There we go.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be pointing. The sword just stabs me in the head.
Right. So you're blowing against them. So now, grabbing the sword and running.
No,
That
my two-step plan failed.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
have to
no, it's
rely
5.
on the one-step plan.
This is like step 7. Like, I
Did you not get the dragonhide gloves? They're obviously in the school supplies. I'm just saying. If you're a wizard, that's on the school list. Harry Potter.
Okay.
I'm more impressed your 2-step plan didn't involve moving. Like, that is the part I can't get my head around.
My two-step plan was.
All right. Come on.
My two-step plan was.
Sorry.
Desk under the sword, and then next turn thunderstep out 90 feet,
Yeah.
so the sword follows me for 8 or 70 of that.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be pick it up and thunderstep.
Okay, so
But you
you're
already
there.
used your
You pick up the
Yeah.
sword.
No, I do not pick
No.
up the sword right
Yeah,
now.
that uses.
You're
you
waiting.
already
I
used
am-
bonus.
Okay.
I am hunkering down to guard.
Okay.
Because you used your bonus action to do the disc and then that. Do you have an action to guard?
He's not doing the
No,
guard
not-
action.
Oh, is that the guard action?
Yeah.
Alright, my bad.
I'm going to try and hunker down for one more turn and hope that I survive.
Yeah.
Hope that you survive the night. Because, like, no one would have safety gloves in a forge or,
Right?
you know.
Okay.
I don't know how
Well,
much safety gloves are going to do against something that.
that guy is
now.
now with the sword. He is in the space of the sword.
Did he teleport or?
No, he walked. He went across. He only had to.
Oh, right. He doesn't need to take
He
an
does-
attack of opportunity. This is not 4th edition. I'm sorry.
Right.
In 4th edition, if you moved at all within someone's area, you
You
got
could attack.
attacked. Yeah. So
Which
I'm
is why
sorry.
shift was so good.
That's where I started. So sometimes my brain just.
I actually like the idea personally.
Yeah, me too.
Because in my brain it makes sense. Because
Yeah.
like you would.
In or out of your
Yeah.
range of a weapon, you should have a chance.
Yeah.
I agree. All right.
So I realize this probably doesn't matter, but do they take the reduced movement speed because they're walking through the wind tunnel?
Yeah, he took a reduced movement speed. He only moved 3
Did they
spaces. He
make
can
the-
move up to 6.
Did they make the strength save?
Yeah, I made strength saves
Okay.
prior to it. Again, like I said, the one guy
That
stayed
happened
pinned,
before
and
we
the
had
other
the
two.
walking conversation.
I know, but
Yeah.
with them starting their turn in there.
Yeah, and that was actually the start of turn
Okay.
strength saves that I made. This guy remained pinned,
Okay.
and these two could move. I rolled 20 for each of them.
So that's,
Goodbye.
I told you I wasted crits.
But wasn't that when I?
No, when
No.
you first moved it, I had a 14 and a 16 and a
okay.
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy's just not having a good day when it comes to wind.
Nope. All
He's
right.
not even on the ground anymore. He's just spinning around.
He's like, I give up.
Because of Skyrim death animation.
All right. So, what happens here?
I die. That's what happens.
Nope. They both attempt to push in to attack you, but they're dealing with the wind and everything, and you are still who you are as a swordsman. You're decent. You're able to fend off the one. The other guy tries to come behind you, but he is running over the top of a bed, and as he does so, he actually trips, and you watch him just against the wall, just.
Wait,
Does he land on the super
yeah,
And
sword?
he is-
does
He is
land
on
the-
top of the sword.
Ouch!
This is where you discover if the sword's still hot.
Let's see.
It
Blood
melts
is a
through his
very good tempering agent.
Yes, it is.
But it's charred skin.
Catalyzed before it even touches the blade.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our branding.
Okay, so you guys, you watch him and he just hits, his head just cracks against the wall really hard, and he just kind of crumples down. He's on top of the blade. You can see it just burning through the fabric of his pant leg that's on top of the blade. That wakes him up, and he's just he took quite a fair amount of damage, and he looks very, very bad. You can see just the amount of burning that's being done on him. He's may not get up from that with that leg. It's pretty bad, and that's just with it being there for just a few seconds.
I don't want to touch that thing, man.
Yeah, he doesn't look very good. It is
Maybe
now.
shooting it out the door was the best idea.
Yeah!
It
Why
was.
didn't I just stick with that?
It's now Mitten's turn, and then we got Bjorn and Nero.
Okay.
I mean, keep
Oh, do they hear his scream?
Oh, I'm sure that scream was heard pretty well.
I would best describe that as blood curdling.
Yeah.
I'm close. Next turn, I'll be there. You won't know yourself.
You just hear.
Now, like, I'm going to tell you, this is not like, oh, he got a fire burn and it went through his clothes. You see what you see as you see this whole thing happen in front of you. You actually watch the runes activate, like they light on the blade.
Yeah, blood activated.
And no, prior to any blood, it activates, and on top of the heat, this sucker is burning through. It is a lot of damage, and like that leg basically should have dealt with his mouth just breathing directly onto it. That's how it looks like.
It is a lightsaber.
It's
And much like
not a lightsaber against stone.
Flame of Shungar.
It's
Do
a
I still have
flesh
my,
lightsaber.
do I still have my...
I thought you said something else right there.
Do you still have
And
spiritual weapon?
immediately
Yeah,
got
it's right here.
Okay. I'm gonna
He actually did say that. But
He's only 5 feet off the ground.
Okay, then it can
Well, he's 5 feet above him, so he's like
Spiritual weapon
10
can
feet off the ground. But yes, spiritual weapon can move to
I'm
it.
gonna move it to the
It doesn't have to
dragon.
be on the
Okay,
floor.
it's that dragon.
And
Yeah.
attack, and I hit AC 20.
It might
You definitely hit.
flanky.
And
At this point, yes.
it does.
It's a large
It
creature,
does
though.
D8, right?
Yeah, but you got him, the weapon, and him. You got
Yeah,
3 creatures around
Isn't he
him.
like a 5 foot? Oh wait.
I guess yeah, he isn't actually. He's close, but not there.
Why am I doing this to myself? That technically gave us a disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. So DC 20, you hit,
6
or
damage.
sorry, AC 20 for sure. 6 damage.
6 damage. Yep. And then as a bonus action, I healing word. Not myself, but the other person that got hurt. Which
Him?
was Fariel, right?
And you can do it at distance or is it touch?
It's healing word, so
Distance.
yeah.
Distance.
Range of 30.
So another 6.
Right. So 6 healing on the Fedial.
Okay.
So,
I appreciate the heals. They help tremendously.
and that's what I do.
So it might be my turn to have just a dumb idea that probably won't work.
No,
But
no, I'm before you.
I know you're sorry.
Yep.
That doesn't make my action any less.
He might be.
No one is mine.
He might be. It's a dumb idea. Ness.
Wait. Are we the trio of dumb ideas?
I mean, I think we've all
The whole
had
group
good
is dumb ideas so far.
He's
All right.
packed with
Bjorn,
demons,
what's
she
up?
Pissed off her mother. He's
fair.
Burial.
I'm trying to do there.
Wait, what have I done?
You joined this party.
Yeah, that
Standard action to rage.
Yep.
Movement. I'm running at the bear and I want to jump on top of
The
it.
bear?
Okay, give me an athletics check to jump.
Yeah,
You mean the
I am
dragon?
current. Yeah, the dragon. I'm currently raging, so I have advantage on it.
Yes, you do.
And bad
A
dice.
dragon.
Key. I need you to make me a dex save to avoid being crushed by bear.
What's up? Is it just going for his chest and then?
No,
No,
he's trying
he's
to jump
trying
on
to
top
get
of
on.
the dragon. He wants to ride.
Wait. No. This might be presumptuous. He might
Say-
have gotten on it.
Save or fail. This is not crit or not. This is just what
It's
it
a
is.
1.
Save.
It just means you didn't save. That's all it means.
8.
Yeah, it means you didn't save. That's all.
I have a 17 on the dice.
It was actually 7.
Yeah. I saw that.
It was actually a 7.
It was a
It's a
7.
7. I
Yeah.
jokingly was like, boop.
And this was athletics, you said?
I would be willing to testify against Tay.
So
Hey,
hold on. It was a 7 on the die,
Yes.
not a 17 on the die.
Yeah, it was, that was
Okay.
a joke.
Okay, so you have a 7 on the roll on the die roll plus your athletics. With advantage, you got a 7. That
The
sucks
other
so
one was a
bad.
2. Actually, hey, luck. I'm lucky.
Look!
I thought it had to be a 1.
How many luckies do you get? You get 3 for a day, right? You used 1 or 2 last time.
One.
You used at least 1 last time. I remember you did. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is your second luck.
Yeah, let me,
Just keep track of that.
Yeah, I do keep track of it. I hadn't like Yeah, it does say I did use 1 luck.
Okay.
It's like, I think you used 1.
There we go.
I'm okay. Don't worry.
Then
Did you level up over there?
Yes, I did.
Sugar level up.
Oh god.
the last luck.
Oh my gosh!
Keep
That
my
was
live.
worse. It was down to a 5.
Keep
Wow.
my live because of this.
Okay, this is okay.
Nope.
Ah, dang it.
He now dies.
Let's go.
I don't get my 18 points of corruption.
He
Okay.
doesn't have any luck or inspiration.
18.
I mean, I could have done
Okay.
Blade Ward and saved my game.
That's a pretty high jump. What's the rules for high jumps again?
He's not jumping 30 feet. He's jumping like 5.
Yeah.
To get onto the top of the dragon?
Yeah, the dragon is only like about 5 feet off the ground currently. So
Right,
he's jumping
so-
about 10 feet up.
Okay,
He just needs to get up enough to get on the dragon.
Okay, I don't know how big this dragon
He's also a
is.
large creature.
It bends its
Yeah,
head down to.
okay.
So technically, if he gets up on his
Spread
hind
us.
legs, he's not
I
got a
could
whole
almost
long
just
ways
give it
to
a bear
go.
hug.
Yeah.
As you jump, you just see Upper's face just go.
He's like, oh yeah, I forgot you were here, sorry.
And in your mind, you just hear, oh,
Okay, I'm not going to put it up there, but we are going to say he's up there, because I don't want to break your dragon.
You just hear, oh,
The dragon's like, hee hee. Stupid. As the bear hits, boom, the dragon hits the ground. Key, you end up taking 14 points of damage from the dragon, or from the bear on top of you.
Can I pin it?
You cannot pin the dragon,
You can
but
no
you
problem.
pinned the bird underneath you.
Good job, Reinhardt.
Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off!
Awakened mind of him. Get up!
I just growl. You need to make my mind continue growling.
Alright. Now, with the awakened mind, they can talk back to you. Okay, cool. Okay,
Excuse
so.
me, sir, you are crushing me.
Excuse me. If you don't mind, would you please move your furry fat
Alright. You're on top of him.
Yeah, so that was action, bonus action, and movement.
Yep, you're good.
I'm good. I don't
Okay.
have anything left.
Dragon's on the ground.
So, Matt, I have a question. How far away is this dragon?
Oh my gosh.
The wizard has
Let's
landed.
all jump on the dragon!
Start
5, 10,
No, I
15,
never
20,
said that's what I was
25,
gonna do. He's gonna shoot in the
30.
face.
He is 35 feet away.
Oh,
one big
fine.
Hey,
I'm
you
sorry.
can move up and hit him with your lance.
I know I can. That's not what I was wanting to do.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to mount the dragon as well.
Oh.
Yes,
Not
you
the
were
bear.
Run your 30 feet in long jump.
That would take my action.
You get on top.
See, here's my thing though, and this is what I wanted to ask. So, Matt, because I'm a cavalier, and it specifically says that mounting a creature only takes 5 feet of movement, and it doesn't say a willing creature; it just says a creature.
You want to ride the bear?
If there's room.
How tall can we get this pile?
Okay, so obviously that's not happening, so I don't have to move him.
You
So we got-
technically do. You move twice. You just don't get an attack.
No, I'm not doing that, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and toss my 2 guns towards Mittens. So I'm going to move my 30 feet. I'm going to throw my guns towards Mittens, so hopefully the lava doesn't get them.
Oh yeah, you are really close to that stuff, by the way.
And what can I move into, like, how...
Is it still flowing, by the way, or is it sort of stopped at that point?
Yeah, we are back around the second time. This should be out to.
If the dragon's
About
in the
here.
same spot, I guess it doesn't affect the dragon.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Hey, Key, don't get thrown off.
Don't worry, he's kind of pinned right now.
You can
So
at
you're
least-
basically telling me there's no way I can get
They're
to
in a
the
hard
dragon.
place.
Because...
Well, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here would be the dragon.
So if it has the ability to build on top of itself, how hasn't it filled its own hole?
Say what?
The lava.
Never mind.
So it
Dumb
can still,
question.
so it can still flow out. It's just that it doesn't. It'll pile up higher than like water will. It doesn't need to fill the entire basin.
Yeah,
before
you've
it's
seen
sort of-
lava flow.
Right.
It like when it gets into a certain when it gets into places, it'll just kind of pile up. And if it's again, this is a very short ridge. This is not a heavy,
It's like,
deep ridge.
it's like a step.
Next question: weren't those empty when we got here?
No, they were not.
No.
They were just.
They were cold.
And we've been here for a week, so they have a lot of time to melt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what purpose they serve.
Materials.
for casting stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but if we were using Star Mithril.
We brought
Yeah.
it
No, this
They
forge
were
was
already
left
there.
this way.
So there was already stuff in the cauldrons. We
Yeah.
never emptied the cauldrons.
They don't
out.
always
So
use
while
Star
it was
Mithril
heating-
here.
No, but
No kidding.
so sorry. In my head, do all of these just when you turn the forge, it heats everything at once?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make sense to me, but doesn't matter.
There's like Bunsen burners underneath.
Yeah, like the whole thing's a central system. If you remember, I described when it lit up, everything lit at the same time.
Right.
You're currently pinned by it.
We've been living in the blast furnace for a week.
Yeah, you guys, your skin sucks right now, and you don't feel very good. You've had to drink tons and tons and tons of water.
And good berries.
I do not like this place, Sam.
No.
I am. I would like to leave.
Well, my original plan was to try to persuade the dragon to let us leave, but then you all decided to attack it.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
know.
close enough to talk to it.
So, you're at the dragon. What are you doing? Are you stabbing it in the face?
Well, I would love
Slicing
to,
it with a
except
sword?
for I can't do anything without taking damage.
Why?
Lava.
No, I literally moved you up here. The lava's over here.
Yeah. So what happens when the turn goes around and the lava moves?
Well, at this point, you may not have to worry too much about that.
You get on top of the dragon, and the dragon protects you.
Well, that's what I was trying to do before, but then I couldn't
Yeah,
take any actions.
The,
All right,
the
I hit it
dragon
with my
is your
lance.
is your lava raft.
All right, I'm hitting it with my lance.
Okay? With your lance, you want to be 5 feet extra away,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so first hit. That is a 20.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. Great, and my second attack is higher.
Nice.
So
Roll your
both
damage.
lances hit. Now, I feel like it's important to stress this. I marked the dragon.
Okay.
You didn't forget this time.
Alright, that was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage.
Nice. Just you just stab in with the lance. You can actually see where it penetrates underneath the scales, just digs into the
Pierce
flesh.
damage. Ha
And you just watch it just just opens the mouth, and you can just see like the
How do you
flames
like that?
just kind of just licking out from mouth and nose as
And-
it's breathing.
Nero staring this down says, in the greatest irony is I hit you with my fishing pole, because that is what I named my lance.
Okay, that makes sense.
I stabbed a dragon with a fishing pole.
Yes, you did.
I am now playing World of Warcraft.
All right. Okay, top of the turn.
It's really close to you. It is really close to me. I'm not a fan of
The
this.
thing is, nobody was looking at me when I did that, so they don't know what it means.
No, I watched you jump on the dragon.
No,
Okay.
I
I
can
jump
pull
on
the
the
hole.
dragon when I
The
put the
hole
hole
in the- I was. I knew you did it.
At this point, though, you're this is also spread down in here as well, not just up top. This is spread.
I really hope this
back
stuff cools
down and
soon.
around.
Well, the room is really hot.
It's been a few seconds.
Yeah, it's been about 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's only been about 20 seconds, but I mean, gravity, just a lot of it's poured out. At this point, anything that's remaining is not spilling out by what you can see, because the damage wasn't done at the base of the sucker; it was done higher.
Mhm.
So that
it's now
pours out
whatever
everything.
pours
Yeah,
out.
It's now
It's just kind of
settling.
yeah. So anything else is within the vessel still.
It's the
Um,
molasses spread now.
Yeah. So now it's just if it does continue to settle, like at this point you're praying it just doesn't spread. It just settles. Which you can see it's getting a bit of a like slag crust on it and stuff too, like the yeah. Anyways, okay, Shalia, you're up to go.
I'm gonna move to the doorway. It should be in my range. of
10,
movement.
15, 20, 25, 30,
Well, with my
35.
cunning action to movement. Just not all of it.
Okay, so if you're gonna move through this wind tunnel, you gotta make.
I
wind
moved
tunnel's
the
not
wind
right
tunnel.
there.
It's not.
Oh,
there
it's not there anymore. You're right. Sorry. 25, 30.
I don't want to be.
Sorry, 35,
in the room.
40.
Just in the
You're not.
doorway.
No, 35. So you're just gonna stay
Look,
at
you're in the
35.
room where it happens, okay? A lot of people want to be there.
Okay, you are in. You get to the room. You can see there are Yagamoth within the room, and one of them just like stuck up against the wall. Another
the other
one.
one's burning to death.
You can hear the screaming pain of the other one, and this other one who is still at it, going back and forth, trying to get Caleb.
For being on my own, I'm doing fairly well.
You got
How much
really
HP have I?
freaking lucky with my
I
crit
have
fails.
18 left.
That's all I can say.
Okay, I'm just sitting there. They're just like fencing.
Apparently,
You're using
my mom
Capoferro.
can't afford the good assassins.
Say what?
Apparently, my mom can't afford the good assassins.
You mean other than the fact they walked straight past you?
No,
like you
I'm
know.
just that awesome.
All right, go, Shalia.
I was actually gonna say that. Apparently, my mom can't hire the good assassins.
Okay, and
And
That's a free action to speak.
I noticed, and I'm going to ask him if he needs any help, or if I can go watch the episode with the dragon.
Do you
'cause it's
need
kind of
any help?
entertaining.
No, I got
There's
it.
only 3 of them, one of me.
I have a study. He's a creeper.
Because by my observation, Kratos isn't in the room, which was the whole point of me going there. And it looks like they can't touch the sword because apparently that's really hot. So really, you just gotta get yourself out.
They got credence.
Well, then I guess this mission's over with.
You're contractually obligated to protect him!
okay. Anything you're actually going to do other than free speech?
Thanks, escapist.
You attack.
In the debate whether I want to attack or if that will just worsen my situation.
She's debating the moral choices of how to deal with her family.
Pretty much.
Wait. You're thinking of the moral choices now.
I have technically only harmed a Yagamoth once they have harmed me.
Alright. How much
I
gold
have
do you
not
have?
attacked any of Huh?
How much gold do you
I'm
have?
gonna kill you and take it.
What?
Quite a bit. Why?
Miss Moral Choices?
Hey, Key got all that gold. He gave it to her.
Moral choices.
Alright, are you taking the shot?
Okay,
or
go, go,
take
go.
the
I'm
shot?
not
You're not taking the
shooting
shot. You're staying at the door. Are you leaving with the rest of your movement?
I'm just, you're just
anyone.
watching.
Stay in the doorway.
That is really twisted. Alright, so, Ferial, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to cast suggestion on the dragon. I'm going to say,
We had a
this
party,
is
like,
too much
supported
trouble
each
for you.
other.
I know,
It's not
right?
even close
Despite
to the
how much
surface. You can't get to the sky. You should find a better place to. You should find a better place to say somewhere up higher.
I would
What's
also
my save?
suggest
DC
moving.
14 Wisdom save.
Sorry, guys. I just gotta make sure on his wisdom score.
We do silently say we suggest you move back. Just a little bit.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
Don't forget to move like I did.
Yeah, I will.
Don't worry, we're here to mock you. Advise you about it.
Wow!
Did it work?
That's stupid.
Did it work?
So, on the ground, it looks at you just for a moment. Shuts its mouth. And just... you can hear him, he's like, "Get the hell off my back!"
Okay, we will. Just let us down slowly.
Not in the lava.
Not in the lava, please. Then I look up where it's like, Mr. Bear, Can you please get off my back?
As you watch it lower its head to allow you to actually get down off of him.
Mr. Bear, please.
Yeah, I get off.
I scramble off too.
So, out of curiosity, was that in your head or did you actually talk to the dragon?
Oh, I spoke to it.
Okay.
It was using a suggestion spell. Speaking of which,
Yeah, that last
spell
like.
slot.
It lasts until it does what he suggested.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it just kind of...
Up to 8 hours.
Which gives us enough time to get out of here.
I want to see this guy again.
I just sort of point out the door and like, just go.
Oh no, you can't hear him or you can't understand
Oh, yeah.
him, right?
That's right.
You hear this.
To taste the sky and feel alive again. And I'll
You
forget
don't
the
have
world.
to
that
Yeah,
I'm
sure, I
in.
can be on top of the bear.
Well, yeah, because your feet
You're
are
being
burning.
held by
So
the
you're
bear.
hanging on. You don't want to stand on your feet.
Just the bear holding the bird up. Just...
Alright. Dragon begins making his way this way. And
Yay, bard!
oh!
I just look over at Key and I'm like, next time you try to cook yourself, at least put a batter on. I mean, be considerate.
I'm so glad I didn't go. with that.
Fernando's like-
Sorry.
I don't know about that. I kind of like just this. I can't do this.
just a roast.
Just a nice
And why the bear?
natural skin. It's just fine, nice and crispy.
Why the bear's holding me? I'm just gonna go again. Please don't tell anybody that I can do this. And then I'm gonna climb down all the way.
Ouch.
My head.
I am going to use Cure Wounds on his
Actually, no, you can
feet,
understand.
though.
me.
No, I understand.
Oh, I make
Yeah.
use of them.
Here, bear noises.
Okay, so you're going to deal with
He's
this.
thinking like
You're
that.
dealing with all of this. We're going to let you guys deal with all of this. You guys
I
still
think
got
I'm
this
like,
going
And then I'm
on.
just gonna sit down and lift my feet
So-
up, just like.
Shalia's standing here watching this happen. You guys did hear a scream. Being over here doing this may not seem like the most important thing right
Well,
now.
it's not exactly like we can get to the stairs.
Space?
Yeah, that means we have to circle around, and I'm picking up my guns first.
And technically, that's only a 5-foot rise. You could climb there.
Yeah, I'm probably
Great.
going to do that once.
You're only
Still in
picking up
the
the
initiative?
stairs.
Out the door.
You are.
Stairs, pick up his gun.
We will say, what was that? That was Ferial. The bad guy did his turn to walk away with everyone off of him. It is currently Calum. It is Key's, then Calum's turn. Key got down off the bear, and now what? And you asked him not to tell anybody anything about what you can do. And what are you doing now
I'm now gonna sit down and
with your
lift my
painful
feet.
feet?
Up. I'm just gonna sit down and lift my feet up in the air.
Right next to the lava.
No, it's decently away. Just gonna sit there, just like I'm done.
Key dies.
Okay,
I'm at 4 HP, so I'm just like I'm done.
Calum.
All right, so,
You make
so I'm still blasting the guy in the corner, and I am going to cast Green Flame Blade
Okay.
on the guy who is not dying
Okay.
currently.
Well, technically speaking, we're all dying slowly.
You
so
know what I
which one-
mean?
The one who's dying quicker.
25 to hit,
Yeah, it hits.
so that will be 5 slashing damage and 7 fire damage.
5 slashing and 7 fire, so 12 damage.
Yep.
Okay, just you swing down and just kind of that little poof of green flame just bursts around it, and you hit him. You definitely leave a mark into him. He finally able to cut through the defenses against him as well. He looks wounded. He's not feeling very good about that. That was pretty good. You can see that you've able to fend him off pretty decently. It is now their turn. This one here, you actually you watch him yank out a bottle and just pour it all over his leg, as you see just some sort of smoke coming up off as he kind of tries to rise up. He makes a quick he gets up and just tries to make a swing at you, while this guy does as well.
How much does it
Presents
take to use a
everything,
potion?
then everything.
Using a potion is a full action.
Yeah, usually, but I've always given you guys a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Since when?
I have always given you guys a bonus action with potions.
I don't think I've ever used a potion, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always given a bonus action with it.
It just doesn't. It does make sense to
It
me.
makes
for it
very
to be
little
a
sense
full
to pop a
action.
cork and
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
pour.
it's what's it? It's an alternative rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually in Matt's Teldora guide to that he does that as well.
Yeah.
It just helps speed the game along. If
But
you
isn't that a feat? Fast drinker?
well, there's the feat and then there's the alternative rule.
Yeah, so either everyone has the feat or not, basically.
It's just a way to help the game run smoother if you allow players to use it as a bonus action.
And
I believe the thief archetype also gets using an object as a bonus action.
Yeah.
okay, so I hit you with 1.
Okay.
Are you using your reaction to increase your AC?
So they're both attacking me. What's the guy against the wall doing?
They are both attacking you.
No,
Oh,
he's
this
a small
guy. I need to make his strength save real quick. He is pinned up against the wall with a 1.
He's just
Yes.
he's just against the wall. Like I hate
seriously,
this job.
The dice just want the story to happen how it's going to happen because I
Alright.
cannot do anything for the life of me to win with some things.
I'm going to cast shield and bump my AC up to 24.
Okay.
Does that keep them from hitting me?
Yes, it does. So
Alright.
the one makes the attack at you, and you just kind of step, and he ends up because he's in so much pain. He's crap for hitting anyway. The other one, he looks like he's going to get the shot. Just comes around to the swing, and you just put up the shield. It hits into it, and you kind of see sparks fly a little bit, like magical. And that barrier just keeps him from being able to hit you. And just yeah. Basically, curse you and your mother too. You get that part. Yeah. So that is them. It is now Mittens, then Bjorn, and Nero.
I'll go heal Mr. Bird
Okay, you come to the bird
Man,
and heal him.
licking my chops.
Okay, so as far as your
Say it.
2
it
daggers. just-
smells so good. Chicken feet. No.
Takawakis.
So, as far as hit points go, you'll have hit points healed up, but your feet still hurt to walk on. Till that is fixed up for a little while.
It's good because I'm still down to out of 29 at 4. Thanks to the wall run and the bear.
Yeah.
So I heal you for 12.
12. Okay. You heal 12. That's actually really good.
That's actually good.
Okay. Mittens,
did
you
full
healed.
D&D.
Anything else you're doing?
That's it.
Okay. Bjorn?
See now we are currently missing party members and we heard a scream a bit ago. I'm gonna run that way.
Okay.
The door is currently blocked by a spectator.
Using that I believe I can get up to the anvil.
I have a plan.
30, 40.
I just love
That's
how he's
40.
fighting for his life,
I
and
usually
Shalena's just in the doorway like,
Okay.
to be or not to be.
Okay. So up there. Yeah, you're about at the anvil.
It's okay.
That's where
The
you're at.
awesome wizard is fighting up 3 assassins while his companion is just sitting there watching.
You won't
As I've said, I have
Yes,
never
technically it's here.
harmed a Yagamoth until they have harmed me.
Since I have not attacked anyone this round, I lose my rage.
Oh, sad.
You could have tried to step them alive and took some damage.
I have not taken a bonus action, however, so I reignite my rage.
I rage again.
You could have just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's smart. Alright.
He's like,
Hey,
No.
wait, actually,
No.
it is.
No rage yet.
Because the wound won't carry over to his normal form.
Yes, but it still kills your HP. Nero, you're up.
I
No
go to
rage.
pick up my guns.
No rage?
No rage.
Okay, no rage.
I gotta pick up my guns.
Okay.
And then, whatever movement I have left, I use that to start walking towards there. Well, I'll use all of my, but I assume picking up and that costs me action, so I assume I won't have that much movement speed.
No, the pickup is just a bonus. It's no big
Yeah,
deal.
but for both.
No worries.
It's worth
I'm not
before,
gonna worry. As far as just grabbing a weapon off the ground, not too big of a deal. As you're stowing and stashing things,
Well, I was planning to stow them. Which
Yeah.
Is where that, yeah.
it's okay. So you're there. Shalia. And then Fediel. And he's not there anymore.
I'm going to try to persuade my fellow Yagama in their language so that he doesn't understand to leave.
No, please stop.
Yeah, leave. You know it's a good idea. Let me just go outside. Bear.
No, don't stab the wizard. Ah, what did I just tell you? Come on.
Okay, roll me a... What are you gonna say? I would love to see if you know what you're gonna say.
Sorry, this is work. So.
Oh, yeah, go do your thing.
I'll roll her dice for her.
Okay, roll me a persuasion.
Hey, what's up?
That's one of the things she's double proficient in, so yay.
Oh.
Oh my.
Is it a 1?
No. Is it the opposite of a 1?
Close.
So a 2.
25.
25?
18 plus 7.
Well, wording though. Persuade them to stop attacking the wizard.
So she wanted to persuade them to stop attacking the wizard
and leave.
and leave,
Oh, okay.
right?
There it is.
Okay.
She'll probably say something like, you already got the Tenjugi, you can't grab the blade right now, and your forces are gone. You should just be heading out.
I'm so glad they're about to walk out into a bear and a freaking fighter, who I'm assuming will have no qualms about.
Or they'll
killing
just teleport
Nope.
away.
So
Yeah, but if they were gonna do that, they would have done it.
I rolled you an 18
she rolled fantastically
plus
for you.
7, so it's a total of 25.
Well, my persuasion, guys, is super high.
And
That's
then I
why.
just,
Yeah.
I said something, but if
So
you
the
wanna
one looks...
say something else.
The one that has the wound on him from the green flame blade, he turns, like, he kind of wards with his sword and just looks for a second, looking back at Calum, speaks to you. Just like, we would leave, but the threat is still here.
They think I'm a threat.
Talking about the sword. Thank you.
Sorry, what did he say for me? Just so I know exactly.
So it's like, you already have the Tenjugi, you can't grab the blade, and most of your forces are gone. You should just leave.
Your dragon is gone.
Caleb, step down.
What?
No.
Trust me.
No. No. Hell no.
They're
Kill
going
him.
to leave.
Kill him.
Step down.
We will leave. Let my friend go.
Let my people
My friend, you're talking about the one on the blade or the one pinned against the wall?
Yes. Let my friends go.
I said my friend. I don't really care about that other guy.
The blade stays.
I don't care about the blade.
You owe me. I dropped. Wait, yeah, I dropped Gust of Wind.
The one guy. he like pushes himself back up.
Go without hurting him, or I'll let him set that back right on you.
I'm having a real hard time seeing a character.
Come now, leaf in
You
the
understand?
wind.
You understand what he says. It's actually more respectful than anything. He respects what just got done to him.
I mean, the one wizard did just hold his own against 3 assassins.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
He just
I am still
He
at
puts
half
his
health.
he puts his
Actually, a little bit above.
he puts his blades back in and walks over.
And I still got about half my spell slots.
This one moves to help the other guy up, who can barely get himself up on that leg.
And the sword isn't like seared into his flesh at all, or
No, his flesh doesn't really remain.
okay.
When you get up, you actually see like part of that leg actually crumbles away. Like it is
I am
turned.
so glad I didn't touch that thing.
It is a lot of pain. He is barely moving.
Someone's saying he had a grisly experience.
Almost. Almost.
I'm hoping he's about to have a grisly experience, if I'm completely honest.
So they're gonna make their way.
Please.
Since we aren't actually at their turn, Ferial, Key, and Calum can choose what they're going to do prior to that.
I would be moving over towards where everybody else is going.
I'm going to grab the sword with Mage Hand.
Can Mage Hand lift it?
60 feet.
Mage Hand's weight limit is 10 pounds, and I'm pretty sure.
Swords don't weigh that much.
Yeah.
Where's Mittens going?
That's what I just wasn't sure of the weight. I was
Yeah.
like, wait.
Mittens, are you gonna stay?
The only
You're gonna
problem
have
with
it
that
there.
before is, winning straight.
So, Key, are you going?
contests with it.
I want to know what Mittens does
Grab
first.
swords out of people's
Okay.
hands. As much.
I would
as
probably go
amazing
see
as that
why
would be.
somebody screamed up that way.
Okay. She's planning to go that way. So you're gonna go?
I'm gonna stay.
You're gonna stay. Okay.
And get
Um,
swallowed by the lava.
Calum,
See if anybody
Yes.
else.
what are
out
you
there
doing?
needs
Are you just
healing
letting them
since
act
they screamed.
instead of you?
No, I'm
Holding
going to,
action,
I'm
basically?
going to grab the sword with
Mage
Mage
Hand.
Hand.
Right. Okay. So you pick up the sword with Mage Hand. It floats there.
Mage hand first.
Well, give me a second. You hold it with Mage Hand, and you can see it kind of seems like it's faltering. It doesn't want to be held this, like, it's a little odd. This blade just doesn't want to go where you want it to go. But it's not destroying it. You can carry it.
Okay.
So far it's okay. But you can set, like, it may just be residual from what happened.
Mm-hmm.
The sucker's powerful, dude. You're basically talking about, like, holding active like super powered radioactive stuff, like this is crazy stuff. Anyways, so yeah, you're holding on to this thing, and you're just letting them act to get out, right?
So I am watching for anything they do because I still detect magic going.
Are you going to allow them to pass?
I would suggest to them to try to go unseen because I can't promise for the party members behind me.
Okay.
Probably a good choice.
So you watch the three of them. They cloak themselves invisibly.
Boo!
They're still my kind.
Now, really
guys.
quickly, as far as your detect magic goes, does it go through walls?
There's a limitation to that.
I know.
Things like.
It's like
1
feet
foot
of
of
stone.
1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
It blocks all of that, or that all blocks it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they make their way out. Just on this other side, Shalia, you immediately feel a grab, and you are through a portal that he watched. You can't even you can't see it because they're on the other side of a 1 foot thick wall.
But what about the portal that she's
in the
Oh,
doorway.
she's not in the door. She's not in the room. She's
Right.
outside the room.
Oh no.
And this is what you get.
I
Shalia's
was
gone.
trying to protect.
Protect the people trying to kill you.
You're not there.
You know what? That kind of serves her right.
Yeah.
I mean, the bear could say.
You're okay. You're not dead.
I'm not dead.
Yeah. Like you said I saw that.
You watched it all. You watched, like, she spoke. You watched her kind of back up, and then just seconds later, she's like, "Ah!" And you watched this portal just close around her.
Oh no.
Oh no, the Agamon's gone.
We're
So
Here's the thing, though, guys. She has so much information.
Like she has all the gold.
She's so dangerous, and she has all your gold. So yeah,
But here's the funny part about information: it doesn't matter unless you know about it.
it's very true.
So guess what? It doesn't matter to us.
I know.
But someone does.
Great. That means you're gonna have to talk to us.
Or at least talk to people who already know you can talk.
Okay, so
It's currently about
it is
9:25.
9:30, almost 9:30. Let's take a super quick break, and then we will come back, guys. 5-minute break for everyone to just kind of grab whatever, take a little quick rest. We'll come back to this and kind of handle what just happened, because this is insane.
Because of you, we didn't kill a single thing this run.
You're welcome.
You're right, you didn't kill anything.
and then I take his head and I twist it like this.
Ow. Welcome back to the stream. Everyone's ready to go. We just got off of the combat. You were able to convince all the things to walk away. Sadly, it also resulted in losing one of your party members to
They're
the
not
enemy.
that sad about it. Oh no.
They're not all that sad about it, given the fact that she kind of looks like a traitor.
Very much looks like a traitor.
But I'm gonna let you guys play this out a little bit now. At this point, we're not worried about initiative.
Y'all rush up.
So tell me what you guys are doing.
Alright, I am going to take the sword over to the anvil and just set it on there.
Okay.
Because I have a very hot sword that is just sitting around causing problems.
Right. So you are making your way over. Our Bjorn, as you see all this happen, what was the bear
I
doing?
am coming out of the bear form.
Okay.
Back as you
He's mid-shape shift.
And I just tell you first because you're just here and like Shalia just got captured.
You sure she didn't just...
Yes, the way it looked, it seemed like she was grabbed from behind and dragged into the portal. Also, where's Credence?
They got him too.
Okay. Let's go save Credence.
I have no idea where to go.
At this point, I assume Nero would walk up the stairs also.
Yes.
'Cause that's where he was
Can't
heading.
you,
Yep, and I'm heading
Use
back
magic?
here.
to do this?
That's not how magic works.
Oh, wonderful.
It's not how the Force works.
Key's gonna stay back.
Actually.
Sucks to be managed.
There's some dead bodies around.
Are you staying back, or are you going? You said you were walking up.
They captured him. I tried to stop them, but
Well, that took less time than I expected.
I know, right?
So Key's gonna go find a dead body
And cast animate that.
because I'm pretty sure there's a few around,
That sucks for you.
and he's gonna do two things. One, while the party's all the way up there, he's gonna rummage through the pockets, of course.
Okay.
Two, he's gonna take his dagger and his newfound book.
Oh, dear.
Gonna pierce it and drop a few drops of blood onto that eye in the center of the cover.
Oh man.
And then just tuck it away and then continue searching the bodies.
So here's honestly what I thought you were about
Okay.
to do. I
I'm
thought you
sorry.
were going.
Do I get any weird magic prickles on the back of my neck?
You're too far away.
Darn.
I honestly thought you were about to say I cast animate dead, and I was gonna laugh. So I'm gonna point out the fact you have to ask the body a question.
I don't have that spell.
So,
Yep.
you find 3 gold on the body and a mark. The mark that you see looks like it is a crown of thorns. Yeah, and then you get, you stab it and you drip the blood into the eye on your book. And you watch the blood just, like, it fills up in, like, that little pooled, you know, the raised edges and everything, and then it just kind of collects in the center and absorbs in.
And I just do it to that one body, but then I search all the other ones, and then I go up to the rest of the group.
Okay, so you come out with about 9 gold out of searching bodies that died.
And they all have the mark of the crown of thorns?
Only one of them did. The rest of them had just the gold on them and a few odds and ends. None of it being all that valuable, but one of them did have a key.
Oh, nice.
A small silver key. You're not sure what it is to yet. It's silver in color. It's probably just a polished, like steel or something like that.
Collection.
Okay.
And then I'll go up to there, and then I'll just, after I'm done with that, I'll just head up to the rest.
Okay.
Head up to the anvil.
Wait. So what you're telling me is that both Credence and the Yagamoth are gone.
Yes.
That's not suspicious at all.
Well, the Yagamoth was not taken willingly, from
So,
what I can see.
Let me relay
Sorry,
everything.
I couldn't have said that actually. That seems very suspicious.
Said what?
That's not suspicious at all, because it totally is suspicious. I'm sorry.
You can't use sarcasm because that's lying.
Like, I can imitate sarcasm to mislead, but I can't
So-
use straight sarcasm.
So I was staying back to defend Credence. At which point, 6 invisible assassins come for us.
These things, they were all invisible and they took him.
No, I could tell.
Right.
I could tell because of the detect magic. I tried to counter their teleport spell. Didn't work. So 3 of them absconded with Credence. I then held off the other 3 while you all fought a dragon. And then Shilia comes, tells me to let them go, and then disappears with them.
Wait. So you listened to her?
It was not one of my better moments.
I feel like it was a mistake. Let's not repeat that ever. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what you expected.
Nero says that, but his eyes have not left Key for the entire time since he said the words. Wait, so the
As you
Yagimoth
guys are
is gone?
discussing, all of a sudden, the conversation is broken as you hear this metallic clatter just against the stairs. The mage hand has failed.
Didn't he
and
put
the
it
blade.
on the anvil?
He's not even there yet.
Well, I could have kept moving the mage hand to the anvil as I talked.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. You didn't say you were doing that, but
I had not realized that I had stopped walking.
well, yeah, because you guys are all here. You didn't say you were anyway.
Man, are we about to do an Iron Giant where you're about to tell us that the sword is magically moving towards a specific location, which may or may not be Credence?
No, not at all.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
One way or the other. One way or the other. This isn't that big of a deal. I just figured since you're still there, if you hadn't moved, I was going to say that. Either way, you get the sword over to the anvil. That's fine.
Okay.
You guys can be collected around the anvil.
Because I know my mage hand is struggling with this thing.
Right.
And I'd much rather have it be on the anvil than anywhere
So
else.
I'm gonna use Awaken Mind. I'm gonna connect to Bjorn, and I'm gonna connect to Ferial.
Oh no. That smirk.
And I'm just gonna go. Now I need to get the English accent going. Shilia would not have left willingly with these people. If she left, she's in danger.
Bird, is that you?
Wait, what?
No, that was in my head.
in your head. Okay.
Yes.
You've gotten involved in something you shouldn't have, haven't you?
That's not our problem at the moment.
So my first thought from this is, can I see images in my mind?
No, I can
No?
just hear.
Just messages. Otherwise,
And unlike some people, I can't read surface thoughts.
Nero takes a shot at Key.
Wait, what?
Did you
No.
talk? Did you talk to him?
No, Nero's just shooting Key because Chili's not here to back him up. And he's angry about the dagger.
You're gonna shoot him?
Yep.
It's only gonna do T12 damage.
I'm at 12 health.
Hold on.
First you have to hit me.
Right,
That's a
tracing.
2.
Yeah, no, it doesn't misfire.
Okay.
Oh, it does jam, however, so never mind. Click!
You just hear me.
I'm still
It jammed.
It jammed.
He raises a gun across the anvil. now hold on.
Click.
It clicked. What are you gonna say?
Well, there was my one. Alright.
What
You're
the
not
hell
getting-
was that?
I'm ducking it, blocking the anvil as much as I
Stab me
can.
in the back.
Yes, I know, but is now really the time?
Yeah, the Jagged Moth is not here.
that
Now
was
it's the
days
perfect
ago.
time.
That was over a week ago.
Yes.
Yes, Shilia is not here. You can use her name. I'm still connecting just to these two.
Next time, don't do it over the priceless sword that we've just forged.
Or else I'll shoot it?
I'd just rather not risk anything. Because this thing...
Now, excuse me, I need to take this bullet out of this gun.
You did not see this, but this thing melted a man's leg.
What would a bullet do to it?
That's not what I'm worried. I'm not worried what you do to it. I'm worried what it does back.
Okay, I'm just walking out.
Yeah, when he pulls
Vince
the
is like, oh, this is just
I feel like when he pulls the
ridiculous.
gun,
We
it'd
gotta
just be
go
like
find
eyebrow,
Credence
like-
now.
Yeah, and that's the best part is because Nero does it completely stone-faced. Just goes, click.
I can understand being hungry, but come now.
I'll call after. Are you guys coming? We gotta go find the.
Do you
Yeah,
know
we're
where he
contract.
is?
Do you have a place to start?
Underdark, Yagamoth, let's go.
I suggest we wait until the sword is transportable.
I don't know where they've taken her, but wherever she is in danger.
Fernando is here as well, so I'm going to
And
speak
she
as
has
Fernando.
information.
That's
that
okay.
is-
I unclogged my gun.
What kind of
My friend, why do you continue to shoot at the party?
No,
Sorry, I am having a really hard time with Spanish.
No, I'm taking the bullet that misfired out of the gun.
Yes,
Sorry.
but yes, I understand. But
Mm-hmm.
don't be shooting at us.
I wasn't shooting at us, I was shooting at him.
Semantics. Meetings. Un gato.
What's up?
Yeah, you're that far away.
What's up?
Do you know how to get to the? I am just really screwing it up. Do you know how to get to the Underdark?
Down.
I know I'm not that smart, but
She is not
even
smart.
I know.
I'm not that smart either.
So I don't know. If,
But you
I
know,
don't know if she has.
what I
anything
do
to
know is that standing around here shooting at each other and
Should I
looking
just
at a
connect
sword on an
everything?
anvil ain't doing us any good.
It was only the ones. It was a return of the favor. It didn't work. That is the only one I get unless he stabs
Plus,
me.
it's hot in here. I'm done.
All right.
I understand that you are hot, but we need to know where to go.
Maybe the dwarves that guided us here, or the Tejungi that guided us here, would know how to get deeper.
You know, search the stock
See,
room,
these
if you
might
find
this
help.
might work. Could we maybe go find the dwarf city, the Tejungi city? You got me on it. Maybe we go find the Tejungi city.
As far
You're
as
not intimidating.
as far as I'm concerned, these are just the first inevitable casualties. I don't see what the big deal is.
You're
Well,
not wrong.
Well, you're not contracted to the dude.
the blade still needs to be made
Wherever
under
she
our
is,
contract.
This
What's
might
it
be
mean?
better.
It is not.
We can get out of here fast.
You're right, it might be, but
What does she know that's so important?
Well, 1, she knows where this forge is. 2, she knows about us. And 3, I don't want to deal with her mother at the moment.
The Yakamoth already know where the forge is. They were just here. They already know about us. They just fought us.
is there something going on between the two of you?
Yeah, this is all.
I know you're all
These
doing
guys
this,
are
so I'm
looking
just
at each other
catching mental
really
conversation. Like you
weird.
guys are like,
Yeah, no, there's some heavy eye contact going on.
I'm going to
is
dump my
strange.
sand on my sword blade to try and cool it faster.
okay.
And he also asked me to go find a hilt, so I guess I'm going to check one of the stock rooms and see if there's any hilts lying around.
Okay.
Don't ask me, he asked me.
Yeah, there's parts that you could maybe see about trying to put things together.
Yeah.
Fernando
I'm just looking for like
is
a wood hill.
blacksmith.
Fernando is a
He
blacksmith.
would probably be the best one to go and do that.
I know what a greatsword hilt looks like.
You get to meet the parts and I can help.
Yeah. I'm not planning on putting it together. Just everyone's currently busy talking, so it's like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna pour sand on it. Go find a hilt.
Okay, there, gone.
No,
I
I'm
know.
pouring sand on it.
You poured sand, you're going to find a hilt.
No.
He's going to go find a hilt.
Oh, you're going to find a hilt. Gone. Okay.
I'm still arguing with them, apparently.
Okay,
and, he's here, and he's here.
Is there something going on between the two of you?
Should I just connect?
That,
Detect magic
that
is still
remains
going,
to be
right?
seen.
Should I just connect to everybody?
Detected that?
Answer
It
the
is a
question.
magical thing. You can tell that there's some
What's
sort of a
so
connection.
Okay.
Well,
I
I don't
imagine
know the full
intimidation.
story. But it
I
has something
think it's
to do with the
school
sword
divination.
Yeah.
and the god that they worship.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once you bring up the goddess, it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to stop that from...
And she has crucial information that they need about that. And if they get it, we're doomed.
All right.
Would somebody like to key me in on what is going
You
on?
three. What's with the weird link? I can feel it. I know something's going on.
Magic.
Yes, obviously it's magic.
Whatever. He goes off and he goes to help you.
He's talking about information that I personally don't know. Julia does, but I don't.
Fine, we'll help the Yagamoth. Just. Ugh.
And
This
wherever
is more
and
helping
wherever
the
Shelia
rest of
is,
the world.
and wherever Shelia is, I'm gonna guess Credence is there with her.
Alright, fine.
This is also more helping the rest of the world than the Yagamoth.
Just don't mess around with whatever other eldritch stuff you've been doing.
I feel so loved.
You're just like So,
It's
while you're talking, you guys come back with the parts.
going to get us all killed.
Well, something else is going to kill us if we don't act soon.
This is going to take a few hours
I am right now
to let
the
it
least of
to
your
let it cool first.
Well, the
And
second
then we can
least
do.
of your worry.
Exactly.
So, few hours like a long rest, or few hours as in a couple shorts?
A few hours.
Yeah, okay.
When you say a couple of shorts, doesn't more than one short indicate a long rest?
Pretty
A
much.
short rest is 1 hour.
The long rest
short
is 8.
Is a long rest. So, I'm curious, what kind of blade is this? Is it a long
Great
sword?
sword.
Or
It's a great sword.
Okay, great.
You haven't actually picked it up yourself, so you don't know its weight and what it feels like.
Yeah, well, I was just saying based on the size of the.
I know, I understand, but I would, if you were to actually hold it, you would know that there's some weird properties to it. It's greatsword length and size, but feel is going to be very different.
So I'm
Anyways.
imagining the Dragon Slayer from Berserk right now.
That
Remind me
enormous
what that is.
weapon, no,
Yeah.
no.
No?
That's more
Okay.
a full blade.
This is like
So
this
this
is.
is more his
this
weapon
is a-
before.
Like
I
when
don't
he's
know,
a
I
part
haven't-
of the
I
band
haven't
of
seen-
the Hawk. Like
This is like a
smaller
real
one.
greatsword,
Yeah.
an actual greatsword,
So it's like a
in
claymore.
real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that the blade's a little bit. It's a little bit thicker.
Okay.
A little bit shorter than that.
Okay.
It's going to be about 40. It's about 48 inches for blade, and then it's going to have another foot or so on the handle. So it's about a 5-foot long sword.
So is there any magic like traces left from the teleport that they used?
At this point, probably not. After you've had such a discussion. Okay, so you guys. They come back. You come back. If you take during the long, you guys are going to take the long rest to deal with this cooling and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah.
You decide. Where are you guys going to go to try and figure out how to find this place? Are you guys going to go to the Taijungi city?
Do I know how to find or where Yagamoth might be? Like how to get to their place?
You have heard, but never personally traveled to see the Underdark.
Okay.
Would I know?
No.
Okay.
You may have heard in stories.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like old tales go, give me a quick history check for the two of you. In fact, all of you guys can take that because
Wow.
+0.
That's a nat 1, so it's gonna be a 7.
Please roll a natural one, because I want to see what a -1 looks like.
That is an 18.
That's a 7.
Seven.
-1! Woo!
Okay, from now on, you need to tell the dice what to roll. Apparently, it listens.
No, it just knew I wanted a -1, and it was knew I wanted a 1. It was like, yeah, sure, I can do that for you.
You literally wouldn't care about that or have much idea because you're out in the ocean so frequent with your life that you really don't know.
Honestly, you can count the amount of times you've been on dry land on 2 fingers or 2 hands.
I'm guessing that's not true. He's probably been on land a lot more since he's a smuggler.
Yeah.
But as far as the Yagamoth are concerned, they've been buddies for deals sometimes. In some cases, he's dealt with them, brought items to them.
I
He
care
doesn't
about
know
the
where they live. He
person
cares
I
about
deal
the
with.
drop-off point and the person and the money. Like, yeah.
But yes, that was a -1. Because I rolled a natural 1 and have a -2 history.
That's insane. So you rolled what, Mittens?
18.
18, 18, 7,
7.
and a 7.
12.
12. Not bad.
Julia, what did you...
She knows exactly where it is, guys. Don't worry.
I probably would have if I was with you guys too.
Ain't no roll needed. Anyways, so you, with your 18s, you guys have some decent knowledge. You guys, the 7s, you more just like, you've heard in passing little stories here and there, but you haven't really involved yourself with it because you know what they are and you don't really like them for the most part. You hate the Yagamoth.
Yeah.
And being alone a lot, you haven't passed by some of the real like credible stories. as far as historical reference, you guys have some better stuff. You have a little bit.
Would I get advantage from knowing Shuya for so long?
Only if she's ever told you.
Yeah, I probably did.
Well, then you wouldn't even need to roll if she's told you personally.
See, it's not that I hate your people, it's just I know absolutely nothing about them. I
So-
know less than
And
zero
I do
about
hate
them.
your people.
The only access point that you know of, though, is a long ways away, back near Isgolid,
Of course.
We need to go back.
because that's where you guys have come from.
Yeah.
You know that, according to stories, right? A lot of the stories go back into Malice. That's where most people have dealt with the Agamoth and fought, because they were known to be, like, before the twisting and stuff, they were known to be based there. The Agamoth, like, tower and everything was in Malice. So,
Was that where I had my background happen?
yeah, you were in Malice
I
as
was
well,
in
but
Malice
you
at
were in
that
the
time.
you were in the forest and stuff, a ways from where they would actually
Okay.
be. But the old ancient stories for these guys, they know they would be sharing this with you guys and saying, you know, like the Agamoth originally, anciently, were based in Malice. The tower was built there. That's where everything happened and went down that caused the twisting. That's what the stories used to say. I wouldn't be surprised if something led to the Underdark there. But there's always stories of Yagamoth throughout the world. Wherever there's a dark, horrible corner to find yourself digging into, you can normally find your way in.
Wherever
into that
justice
base.
is, darkness will also exist. Sorry, just when you started saying that.
I'm gonna start throwing things. Alright.
You should.
You're a couple of weeks
Key,
or years
help
behind
me out.
that.
What was that?
I said, Key, help me out. In the bag of dirt.
Just throw the whole bag.
No, why would I throw the whole bag when I go throw a whole bunch of little things?
Anyway, alright, so
One big thing.
you guys have that much information. You already know that you are quite deep into the earth here, like Mitten said. Down might just wake. But, yeah. What is the plan?
I think it would be best for us to meet up with the Taijungi at least. Because,
Get the cart back.
yeah, at least get the cart back. As well as they live underground, maybe they know certain routes to there if they ever trade with them.
If not, we might need to.
I'm sorry, did you just ask if somebody
I
trades
doubt they
willingly
trade
with...
with them,
the
but I'm sure
Yagamoth?
they
You
avoid them.
trade with them.
Yes, and I'm scum and villainy.
I very highly doubt they trade with them, but I'm sure
Yeah.
they avoid them.
Yeah,
That as well.
they might know a particular tunnel down here that everyone avoids because
They
of the
know
high
these
Agmar
tunnels
breath.
better than us. Is the
Exactly.
thing.
But if they don't, I suppose we should start heading back towards Iscolid.
Okay.
That's the only.
I communicated to these two that
Iscolid
I know,
is-
entrance in Iscolid.
Iscolid is months travel, dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
but Iscolid is also the capital of the world, and if anyone knows, someone there might.
There's also a chance if we can make it back to that magical city, we might be able to get someone to track Credence.
We might be able to.
Yeah, Orsina.
Yeah, we might be able to. Orsina is an option. Be a
Yeah.
much better option if I knew a teleportation sequence to get back there.
That's still like a month and a half.
Yeah. There are no good options.
I'm gonna be forever lost.
I suppose we should try the Taijungi since they're the closest.
Yep.
Okay. If you choose to go to the Taijungi, and everyone's in agreement, we'll do that. Okay.
I'm not going anywhere until the sword is ready to move.
That's fine. You guys take your rest. You're not bothered by anything at this point.
I hope not.
Fernando is able to put a makeshift. I mean, what is there? It's still fine. It's good, but this is not. I mean, this is him. Doing his best with what he knows. He's a blacksmith, not a weapons smith.
My main idea is if I'm trying to have a way to hold it without those runes activating on me.
Yeah. So he does the best that he can to put it in that it's able to be held. Because it was fitted with holes so that he could pin it. So it is pinned into a in a regular hilt put together. Not of the best quality again, but still as good as it can be.
Yeah.
He picks it. He's like, okay. He picks it up. Whoa, it's magnifico.
Don't you have enough awesome swords already?
Yeah.
See. He hands it to you. The thing weighs less than like a pound. It's really light. If you guys have ever picked up like a LARP sword, like the the foam LARP swords, that's
Some of those can
what
still be really heavy.
yeah, when they're made with duct tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick this up. You pick this up. You're just like, okay, that is a great sword. I could wield like an 8-year-old could wield this as far as weight goes. But yeah, you pick it up. You're like that's scary. Knowing what it is, you know that the metal itself shouldn't basically be able to be broken. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You are a little worried about it carrying it around. You do have an empty your scabbard's not for a great sword though.
No, but
Credence, when he was working in the forge, basically was bare chested. Where's his stuff?
His stuff is back in that room.
I'm gonna go grab his stuff.
Yeah.
Get a bag
Okay.
of
I was about to say, but we have
Oh, yeah,
Bjorn's
I'm
stuff. Or not Bjorn. Well, we have Creed's stuff because
Yeah.
Bjorn was carrying.
Not
No,
only
but
that,
I can now freely go through it.
I'm more thinking that I'm already I'm
And
currently
find the
carrying
bag
a
of
great
holding
sword.
we know he has.
So if I'm carrying this
Bag of
one,
holding
I
was
can
on him.
Swap them out.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably not carrying the whole bags right now. Is he?
No. When you guys pick up everything,
Yeah.
he'll have his stuff
That's
packed.
what I'm basically trying to find that bag of holding.
All right, you want to sneak and try and find it? You can roll me sneaks
Not really
and stuff.
sneak. I'm trying to find it so I can give it to the group.
Oh.
So we can, because like we're trying to find a way to find the
It's worth a
sword.
shot.
Bag of holding.
Oh, okay. You could point that out to him. Be like,
Yeah.
hello, old chap.
Take the bag, dagger, hand.
Not a bad idea.
It's not.
Can anything go wrong if there's like
It's pocket dimension.
punctured from the inside?
It's a pocket dimension.
Well, it's
Things
a
can always
pocket
go wrong.
dimension, and there's only one time I can think of where anything inside of a pocket dimension has ever been taken out with our know-how.
So, I am currently already carrying a great sword. So if I put that great sword in the bag, does that mean I could then use the same stuff to carry this great sword?
You could try.
Okay, I put the Valrine sword in the bag.
Okay.
And
So you had no scabbard for it. It was just a blade.
it was.
That is a concern for me here. And we don't want people to know we have a Star Metal greatsword at the very least. Not to mention what this forge has done to it.
Yes, but things can always go wrong in pocket dimensions.
Yes, I agree with that.
Things
I
can
just
always
think-
go wrong on the end of your belt too.
I'd imagine there's some like stuff here they could make a scabbard with.
Oh yeah, you guys could spend the extra time, make a scabbard.
I mean,
Put
we
it
could have
in the
done it while
scabbard
it
and
was
carry it.
cooling.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're preparing for that, you actually plan on carrying it. We'll say that you did that. You got a scabbard for it. It is a crappy makeshift scabbard.
I have a leather. I can work with leather workers' tools.
That's
so,
fine. So it looks nice on the outside.
Yes.
So,
Um,
I mean, look at it this way. It's got a crappy looking scabbard, a crappy looking handle. To the outside eye, it looks like a crappy sword.
That's what I was aiming for you.
Yeah.
Great. So you're carrying a Star Mithril blade on your person.
Yep.
And
Wise.
I will
I
be
really
trying to
think that
bond
should
to
go
it the
inside
entire
the
way.
Okay. You can attempt to bond to it.
I really
Um,
think that should go inside the
Callum
Bag of holding.
carries the sword.
Yeah.
But just
I would
It's its
you
own
know,
chapter in the book. Caleb carries the sword.
I would also be fine if you wanted me to carry it instead. Whenever I turn into a bear, it can just fuse with all the rest of the stuff wherever that goes.
That's true. I never question where it actually goes on.
It
Vince
becomes
is just
part of it.
mumbling to
His
himself
spine is not made out of star.
as they walk.
You're so cool.
I know.
Huh?
What I
I
would
said
really
Mittens
like
is
is
just
like,
mumbling
like
to herself
claws
as they
and
walk.
natural weapons that
Don't listen
come
to me,
from
fine,
Carry
whatever.
back
I don't
you
care.
know, just
What did you say?
Exactly.
I've always kind of loved the mental image of a druid who's just inside his wild shape with all the stuff around him making the wild shape.
All right, so
like,
you guys are making your way
apparatus or co-
towards where those dwarves had, sorry, dang it, towards where the Tajingi had been walking off and taking the horses that you guys had the horses that were there. You do the road is pretty clearly marked out. You make it there. When you get here, you can smell it way before you get to it. It is spices and rich, like warm air.
Oh, and here is where we find another city somehow in fire underground.
As you get to this place, like it's got huge gates that stand 50 feet up. They're completely ruined and decorated. It is finely put together. The gates are open. You can see like as you get closer and closer, you can see carts that are coming in and out, going through all of the pathways within the mountain. When you get to the gate, they simply ask to check your weapons.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And
7, 8,
this
9,
is
10,
where
11,
Mittens
12,
is like-
13.
Like I said.
You're
listen to
decked
me.
out now, aren't you?
Pull out the key,
Whatever.
kunai. 14.
That's a pretty one. I didn't say I'd take it from you. I just said it's pretty.
51.
Aye.
Right.
Mind if I see it? Well, thank you. You said you don't mind.
Just
He
giving
takes
him
a
a
look.
stern look.
Nice build. He tosses it back to you.
Who has the great sword?
I do.
And yours, sir.
Yeah, it's not happening. I guess I'm staying here.
You're not gonna let me see your weapons.
There's that one, there's these two, and then there's these two.
I simply need to just check them.
Oh, that kind of check. Okay. Yeah, why not? Alright, here's a lance.
All right. So they check all the weaponry, make sure everything looks okay.
Here's one gun, here's two guns.
Well, now we know whose it is. Anyone ends up dead, it's your fault.
Ah. What happens if I take his weapon and kill someone?
Well, then we'll have to figure it out. But no, weapons are not weapon use inside the cities not allowed unless you're under the police, unless you're actually part of the police. So don't mess with this. You.
Me.
I assure you, there is no need.
Weapons.
My axe.
Ah, it's a beauty! He just takes a look at it. He is enamored with this axe. Just like,
Like
oh,
I said, should have put it
look at that
in
thing!
the pouch.
Trust now.
Ah, it's gorgeous.
While he's distracted
Nobody
with
ever
that,
listens
I'm gonna
to
cast
Mittens.
minor illusion on the blade of the sword in the scabbard so that it just looks like a rusty old greatsword blade.
Thank you. He tosses it
I
back
was
to you.
waiting for you to do that.
Okay. That's worse. Anyways, weapons.
I pull out my Gian. This is my blade. The sword on my back is a package from. Crap, what's Green's last name again?
He is one of the Fireforge.
Oh yes. It is a package of given to me by Creedence Fireforge for safekeeping. It is no weapon.
Let me see.
I pull out the blade.
Oh,
God's light is here.
What did you say?
It's been enchanted with to make it lighter and easier to use.
Aye.
Look, it's lighter, better, faster, stronger. And that doesn't kill me can only make me stronger.
This has got something on it.
That's the enchantment.
No. There's an illusion here, too.
No, die! That's Josh, by the way.
So, the minor illusion, if they have a certain investigation check of, and he is literally investigating your weapons.
I am also going to cast Prestidigitation to make it look old and rusty. Because that is not an illusion, that is transmutation. And there's no investigation check on that.
Does that work on magic weapons?
Yes, it doesn't say anything that like it doesn't.
What is, you have to speak and use hands for prestidigitation, right? So he knows you're casting.
We're blowing some out here.
Oh yeah, huh. Forgot that Prestidigitation actually has components. It's one of the spells that you don't think about the components.
Yes, it's a kick-ass sword that was made by the guy we just talked about. Can we go?
I'm not sure if I can let this in the gates.
Great, I'll hold it out here.
This is going to the king.
No, it's not. That is specifically...
I can't let this with you.
I am a member of the Ringing Blade.
I don't care.
That blade will stay with me.
I don't care what you said. He's a member of the Hidden Flame and you're not touching it.
We're trying to get it back to him.
Do we have... Alright, how many people are around us?
Why did it part hands with the Hidden Flame?
Because he was speaking.
By the Yagamoth.
By Yagamoth.
And we're trying to find him, which is why we came here.
Well, good. This is going to the king for safekeeping.
No, it's
No,
not.
it is not.
You're not going and walking on into Yagamoth territory with
How
one
many
of these.
people are around here?
There are a lot of people around here.
It's a
I
city.
can afford never to come to the city again.
The entire time we were walking, was I able to bond to the sword?
Absolutely not.
I
Oh
am.
my gosh.
I'm.
Did you ask earlier?
I said I was going to be trying to the entire time we were walking.
Right, and he tried to bond to it prior before and knew that it wasn't able to be bonded to before. So he just tried again.
Okay. I wish I'd gotten an update on that because I was planning on stowing it if I couldn't bond to it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You said you were going to carry it on your back.
Because I had to be touching
The
it
whole
to bond-
time.
Because I had to be
You had
touching
your-
it to bond to it.
Okay, I understand.
None of us knew you were going to show it.
Okay. Oh well.
Yeah. Alright.
If you'd have told me that prior, I would have known to give you that
I
information.
was hoping to get an update on whether what
Okay.
I tried to do succeeded.
Okay, so one of those things, just for future, if you want something like that, just tell me beforehand.
Okay.
So he's got the weapon, he turns, he's like, the rest of you, you fail.
Is that where your name comes from?
Oh my gosh!
No!
How did we miss that?
I mean, it's not, but. Wow, that.
It's
My life
never
is
going to be lived down again.
I can't. Guys, apparently I can't name things. Anyway,
But it's ferial, not ferial.
I.
Well, they can call Alfs.
Aylmer.
One second, real quick. I need to read my spells for a second.
Okay.
I'm not leaving this door side.
How about you, kitten?
Give him my weapons, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. It's ridiculous.
We're just checking and making sure things
Oh,
are all on the up and up.
fine. I'm just, it's this.
I'm sorry you're traveling with idiots. He hands you back the weapons.
To the two I've connected with, you just hear in your head, so Farrell and Brown just hear it. Make a distraction. I'll see what I can do.
Yes, let me steal the sword he's holding.
So I do have
I'm
one
gonna
more
take
weapon.
the bag of holding.
Aye.
It's just a mundane scimitar. But I am a druid and can turn into several different forms of animal.
I am a weapon.
Well, that'd be useful, but not down here.
Yeah.
Don't go turning into any wee crazy creatures. Or large ones either.
Large is my normal go-to.
I could tell.
Yeah.
He looks over the furbolg.
Oh, there's also this. I turn invisible.
Alright, that's not allowed. None of that.
Is he in like a booth? Is he just like standing off to the sides? Like where
He's
is
out
he?
here, so like anyone who's crossing into the city like comes over to like the desk kind of area where the guards and stuff check weaponry and things. And anything they don't feel should be allowed into the city doesn't get allowed in.
I'm gonna try to get behind him-ish,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna snag the bag of holding from whoever has it.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand behind him and wait for him to let go of that sword.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Sorry, Jake.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess
And then as soon as he lets go, I'm gonna swipe it, put it in the bag of holding, and just sneak back around.
Okay, I'm gonna okay.
Put
Alright.
the other one in its place.
let's see.
Yeah, I can do that.
So far he has not let go of that blade.
I know,
He does not look like he will.
I'm just kind of
For right now, you're just kind of making sure you're in place for it, just in case.
So I'm just waiting for an opportunity.
Oh, I can actually see something. Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to. So I just pull out my bone sword and I've also got a dagger that's it's like stone or something. But
Those are some nasty weapons.
Careful, it's dwarf bone.
That's not big enough to be dwarf bone. You notice how long that is? It is not long enough to be a dwarf bone.
It's too long to make a wolf.
They're Tejungi.
Tejumi, that's a good point.
Who did you have to kill to make that?
I just sort of smile.
Well, not one of ours. Too big.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's just getting all kinds of trouble at the gate.
Yeah, this is just a.
This is not me at all, guys.
Alright, it's a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. He's probably gonna make it.
Worst idea.
I'd also like to point out the fact that Shellington with us. Because last I checked, Shellington was in the forge with us.
No, he wasn't.
No,
He
he
stayed down to
left.
the pool, remember? He dropped
Yeah.
down into the water and he
He said
didn't
he
go to the
wasn't
forge with you
gonna
because he said there's no way it would be smart for him to be there.
Yeah, well.
But on your way back, you would have crossed back by the pool, so yes, he could definitely be with you. And this is nowhere near as hot and horrible. Like there's water sources and things here, so it'd be fine. You hear Shellington? Why did we do this?
Don't look at me. This wasn't my fault.
You got an idiot carrying the most dangerous weapon on his back.
Well, if you thought it was a bad idea, you should have told him.
I did, but he doesn't
So
understand
wins.
me.
I can speak to Shellington.
Yes, you can.
So
Charm person.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell him?
I'm just like, my friend. We've traveled a long way to help with that sword. We have a job to do. I'm sure you'd understand that we need to keep it with its original owner as much as possible.
Well, its original owner isn't here.
Which is why we're taking it back to him.
Not in the city, you're not.
Of course not. But how would we get it back if you take it to the king now?
You're probably right. Fine, but I'm telling the king what's going on.
Oh, of course. As would only be proper.
Here you go. He hands you the blade.
I grab it.
All your stupid persuasion crap. Working well today.
Do what I was planning.
He's like, walk away.
Run.
Okay, he hands you the sword.
Okay.
It only lasts a minute, and then he knows you did it,
It
right?
lasts an hour.
It lasts an hour, and then he knows you did it?
And then he knows I did it. Yeah, so I'm just like, all right, let's not waste his time any longer than we must.
Okay.
Aye, get yourselves out of here. Go on. By the way, boy, carrying something like that around town is not the smartest idea.
Join the club.
Take good care of it. Seriously. Sorry, guys.
Every time.
I know, I can't win. Anyways, so, he let you guys go. Gave you the sword back.
Yes, he did.
You got an hour before you end up finding out before he ends up finding out what you did.
All right. And so as soon as we're like out of earshot at him, I'm like, put this in the bag. We have an hour. Let's move.
They just grab bag.
You did a
Sit
real,
tight,
like, any
waist.
normal situation, no one would have paid any attention to that sword. Walking into a city that's guarded like this is the only problem that you ran into.
So any city that would have been guarded that checks weapons would have been a problem.
Yes, but any normal situation, just running around, like, adventuring, you'd be fine. On the road, it wouldn't be a big deal. Unless you ran into someone who wanted to steal it off you, but no one really would care because it looks like junk. So, yeah. And I rolled really stupidly well on the investigation check. I didn't expect he would. He sucked on his wisdom check. Yeah. So you got the sword. You are now in the town. Again, the smells of this place are amazing. It's bustling with a lot of business. You can hear all sorts of clangs and clinks of men who are smithing of Tejungi smithing different things in their areas. You can hear like the tinkling of gems and such as there are down the market street. You can see baskets of cut diamonds and rubies and emeralds. Too many shinies for little bird hands to not want to steal.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and then do
Oh my God.
sleight of hands.
Oh yeah, that's the challenge.
Why did we come here? Can someone please explain to me?
I have no idea.
We're trying to find those two dwarves that helped us out before.
Right. You came here to get some help.
Alright, well that's a good thing I did that.
A good place. Sorry, I should also say, since this guy's on your side, the guy at the gate, he would probably tell you as well. He's like, if you're looking for help, trying to find out where to go and find the Yagamov, we've got a library, and if as I said, I'm gonna tell the king.
Would it be really so terrible to just ask the king for help?
I would highly suggest talking to him. He'll work with you. The Hidden Flame are on this, they have his ear. If you're working for them, you're working for us.
So who wants to go talk to the king? Because if no one else will, I will, and that won't end well.
I'll go.
Let's go talk to the king, guys.
So,
I suggest that
really quickly, before you go talk to the king,
Well,
what did you roll?
on the die, I rolled a 3.
Oh boy.
Plus guidance, which is a 4. Plus my sleight of hand, which is plus 10. So that's a total of 17.
Wow!
Yeah.
That's
Steal whatever
stupid!
he wants.
So, you get off with 3 emeralds. You didn't want to push it too far.
I just had to soothe my craving.
They are not large. They're little. This is just for fine jewelry, but not like large gaudy stuff. So you didn't get like big jewels. So you got 3 emeralds. They're worth some decent money.
Might I suggest that we keep the sword separate from any who might be in a position to take it?
Unfortunately, he has just marked the entire party.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Key,
Pinche duende, I think you were right.
keep an eye on that sword.
I pat the bag on my waist.
Do not let it out of your sight.
Tuck it underneath my cloak.
You do realize... Sorry, I don't know how magic works, but you said we had an hour, and assumedly after that hour, him and the rest of the guards are going to be after us.
Yeah, so we need to be out of the city with it by that time.
Or you need to have the king on your side.
Yes,
exactly. So we're keeping the sword with the sneakiest member of the group, And probably the one with the highest perception.
I will stay with. I'm going to stay with Key, and we'll go check the library.
Meanwhile, we're going to go try and get the king on our side.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you guys.
Yeah, I thought so.
Before I finish though,
Oh no.
Where have I ended up?
Darkness. No
you
parent.
wake tied to a table.
No joy.
You find that any weapon or anything that would provide any manner of defense is gone. You are down to just bear what you can wear, and out of the shadow. I mean, you can see obviously in darkness anyway, but out of like the nooks and darkest crannies, you see a form come to you. Just puts its hands at the edge of the table and leans over, looking down. Was it really worth it?
I don't know yet.
Tell me what you know about Credence. And what his plans are. And how we might get from him what we wish. And maybe, I won't flay you on this table. Right here and now. And I'm going to leave it right there.
No deal. No deal.
But they know whether her life's worth it.
Next week, guys, we will see how things turn out.
And hopefully have a Fernando.
And probably have Fernando with us.
Yeah. Well.
Yep, I pack of the tome. I can cast a lot of cantrips.
Yeah.
Too bad a lot of them are action, taking action.
Yeah, that's what most cantrips are.
Sorry, I know I kept us till like 10:30, but I just want to get that real quick for the.
Oh, I can't believe that charm person worked.
I have no guidance,
I know.
Which is just like,
Hopefully, I didn't keep you out too late for getting up at 7.
Yeah.
Wait, you got 7, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that guidance
5:30.
to help me steal the blade.
Why?
Well, because I gotta get ready and
Oh, you gotta get
I gotta
everybody
leave by
ready
6:30
and get to BYU by 7.
JR there by
Being,
Where is it being held at BYU?
Marriott.
So it's a plus
In the
6
Marriott?
because
Yeah, I have a
plus
double
4.
proficiency on some stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a plus 10 in sleight.
Would you guys
and
prefer
damage.
to like stay at our place so you can get up early and go then, not have to get up as early?
That would require everybody
Pack this
coming
up, I just wanna-
tonight.
That doesn't matter.
It's fine.
It'd be a lot easier.